Hey guys, I'm Danny Johnson, CEO at TPP, The Positive Porpoise.
I'm Jason Miller for Fins Up SoCal Fan Club.
I'm Scott Howell from Atlanta Dolphin Club.
Mark Angelo, NorCal Dolphin Club.
And you're listening to Clock Blockers, Miami fans' #1 morning show.
Run it, 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 run it.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy Stephen D, and we are live on this beautiful Spread Kindness Friday. I'm just a little late. Just a little late this morning. My clock is 2 hours slow. No, that excuse not's gonna work. Dog ate my homework. No, that one's not gonna work either. All right, real talk. I stayed up till like 7 a.m. Got like an hour of sleep. And then my kids' first day of summer is today because last day of school was yesterday. So the kids are now out with the wife, with the missus, and they went to breakfast, and I decided I need to get on. I need to do the show. I apologize. I was doing 15 million things till like 7 a.m. this morning. But I'm here. I'm here. I showed up. I came a day late and a dollar short, but I am here. It is Spread Kindness Friday. I'm going to do my best to have a great show for you today. It's going to be a short one, probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours long today, but we're going to have a good time nonetheless. And we're going to have the panel. I'm going to open it up to y'all. Y'all can ask me anything. I really don't have a big show lined up for you today from the standpoint of we're going to talk about, no, this is your show today. You guys have a topic. We'll talk about the topic. That's what's going to happen today. Okay? Follow me at Stephen D. SKPL on all social media platforms. Follow Miami Sports Music at Miami Sports Music and at MIA Sports Music on Twitter. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Sign up, become a member today. There are plenty of seats waiting at the table for you. If you don't want to show up, I understand that. I get it. I'd be mad at me today, too. 100% get it. Let's see here. Oh, man, Karen from HR. Steven, good morning. I don't appreciate how attendance was at your previous morning show, but here punctuality is appreciated and expected. This one is on the house and won't go into your permanent file. Karen, I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Karen. Thank you so much for not putting this on my permanent file. Okay? I appreciate that. If it's any consolation, I'm literally now working on like, I don't know, an hour and a half, 2 hours of sleep. Is that any consolation? I don't know if it is or not. But I'm here for the greatness and the benefit of you wonderful, amazing people. Help the channel grow by donating. Remember, any $10 donation to the channel, you will be entered to win the Sam Madison jersey giveaway that we are going to do. Actually, I'm probably going to do this tomorrow, the giveaway tomorrow, because I have to do something in the afternoon with my kids, and I got to get everything together, and that takes a long time to do. So I'm going to do the jersey giveaway tomorrow, live. So you're going to get a little weekend dose of me tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that. So we're going to do the weekly giveaway tomorrow on Saturday, probably in the morning time, actually. Okay. So just be on the lookout for that. Any $10 donation, though, goes to helping the channel grow, as well as goes to winning the Sam Madison jersey giveaway, courtesy of ZSM Sports. Big shout out to our title sponsor of the show, Tail Greeter. Download the free app on your current Apple or Android device today. And remember, this is some of what I was doing late last night. The Baltimore Beatdown, Dolphins, Ravens, Week 2 tailgate. If you guys want to come, download the app today. Go to Baltimore Beatdown. We got tickets to the game. We got tailgates, all you can eat, all you can drink. Would love to see you there. Okay? All right. Today's Spread Kindness Friday. Clock Blockers, #1 Miami fan morning show. Today is your show. So I'm just going to put the link in the chat. And you guys talk about whatever y'all want to talk about today with me. Matter of fact, you guys can ask me questions today. And I'll answer it. Because I want to hear from you. You guys can ask me all sorts of questions in the chat. I'll answer them. I'm just going to answer your questions today. I'm not even going to have a topic. I know people in here saying Dubs, Rick. Nobody care about the Golden State Warriors winning another championship last night. Okay? Don't nobody care about that. Rashad, good morning, Rashad.
Morning.
Are you glad I showed up?
I am. I've been thinking all morning. I've been contemplating, listening to Reason, listening to TD, and all of this stuff. Because I'm in California. I'm an early bird. Yeah, I was like, where's Stephen D? Like, this is the only person I haven't heard from. We got the Omar Kelly thing going on right now with the Matt Moore talk. Ugh, terrible.
So, here's my honest take on that, right? So, I haven't heard all of Omar Kelly's comments. Just know that everybody and their brother's talking about it.
Right.
What is the crux of what he said?
So you know how Tyreek Hill said Tua T is 10 Matt Morris?
Yes.
So his first comment was he would take Matt Moore over Tua.
Omar said
And
that?
then, yes. Then he pretty much backtracked it. I believe he backtracked it on Twitter saying he would take Matt Moore in one game.
I'm on his Twitter right now.
He'll take Matt Moore for one game and take Tua to build around for a season.
Level
And
2 Noob said there was context to that comment that people refuse to acknowledge.
I guess that's the context. He'll take Matt Moore for one game and take Tua for a season. I think what he's saying pretty much is he'll take, if it was a basketball reference, he'll take Matt Moore in a game 7 over Tua in a game 7, pretty much.
Yeah, I see it. So one game to win, and Matt Moore's going to gunsling it right down the defenses. Maybe, but I'll take my chances with him gunslinging. If you give me a choice of quarterbacks to play for the exact same team, win one game, I would pick Matt Moore. I preferred style of quarterback. I like gunslinger. Not a popular opinion, but I have a high opinion of Matt Moore.
Right.
Omar Kelly did say, now, if it's about finding a quarterback to build a franchise around, I'd pick Tua. I mean, do you think he says what he says just to cause controversy? I think he does.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. If I didn't believe it before, I definitely believe it now because, yeah.
Tua fanboys making something out of nothing, Level 2 Noob says. I think here's the thing. Like Matt Moore when he played for us was great. Like there's nothing wrong with saying that. He was fun to watch for us that 1 year with us. I know he was here for more than 1 year, but that 1 year he started, that was a fun year for us to watch. Remember, we don't have much to go on as Dolphins fans. Not a lot to go on. But what I would say to you is, I think, and this is no disrespect to Omar, okay? This is what he is. When Omar says a statement, I take it with a grain of salt. And I have to understand that 90% of what he says is to get a rise out of people. Whether he truly believes it or not, he knows that it's going to cause controversy. He knows that it's going to cause a, within the fan base, hysteria. Now, the other thing to this is it's a wild take on June 17th or June 16th about a quarterback who's our current quarterback, right?
Right.
And it was also a question that was probably asked to him. Hey, if you had one game, what would you do? And to him, he's in his mind thinking, well, Matt Moore, he'd gunsling it. And I'd rather have that. But I don't agree with him. That's just my opinion.
I think 95% of the fan base doesn't agree with him. Sad. I think the Tua haters wouldn't take Matt Moore over Tua. That's personally how I feel.
I'm sure there are plenty of Tua haters that would definitely take Matt Moore over Tua. Now, I
want to see a couple of it here. I want Pete's and Estefan's opinion on
Level
that.
2 Noob said there was nothing controversial about what he said. He said he prefers a certain quarterback style. Given one game, he would he would take a quarterback that fits that style more. The only controversy is Tua and on. Why make the statement in the first place? To cause a rise out of people, noob.
What's the quarterback style? Is like there's your scrambling quarterbacks. There's your, I guess you would say, gunslingers. Your Brett Favre's, Aaron Rodgers. Matt Moore isn't one of those. There's your Drew Breeses, your Chad Penningtons, the accurate guy, the Peytons, the Bradys. Matt Moore isn't one of those. There's your mediocre Nick Foles. Nick Foles. Who else do we have? Well, Nick Foles and Matt Moore. I guess I could put. Where does Tua fall out of those in those categories? Do we put him with the Drew Breeses and the
Tua?
Chad Penningtons? Yes. Not saying he's that good. I'm saying that style of quarterback.
See, but here's the problem with making a blanket statement like that, Rashad. If I go and say a statement to the effect of Tua's Drew Brees, I'm gonna get laughed out of the room. True story.
You will.
Okay.
I believe
And
it.
so if I make a statement that Tua's Chad Pennington was a mediocre quarterback who had a long tenure in the NFL, but let's be honest, could never probably get a team to that next level, right? So, now with that being said, he played on a crappy Jets team for most of his career, came to Miami, had one good year here, and then never got a chance to do anything else, right? So, if I say that, though, people are going to remember 90%. People are going to remember Chad Pennington not being able to do anything, right? Like in his career. So people don't want to associate themselves with losing. And that's the problem when you make a blanket statement like that, because for a quarterback like Tua Tagovailoa, you have to understand that if I make a statement like Drew Brees, he's not there yet. And he may never be there. Knock on wood, God forbid. But if I make a blanket statement like Tua's Chad Pennington, then he's going to be forever linked to perennial losing. People don't want to hear that either. So it's a lose situation in a question like that, which I think in all likelihood, now that I'm thinking out loud, and again, I'm processing this in the moment, because I've honestly tried to stay off of controversial topics. I've been like, is there anything else we could talk about in June and July rather than Tua? Which I understand I'm just not going to be able to escape fully.
Right.
But I mean, like I said, I think the question that was proposed to Omar Kelly was I think the question you just proposed to me was lose. Omar had a chance to get out of it and didn't take it and just chose to cause more controversy. That's just my opinion of it. All right, let me bring in Tony. What's up, Tony?
Hey, Rashad, I want to actually answer your question. For me, when I know Steven wants to avoid it, but I'll give you my honest answer. The style of quarterback I can see Tua being, I know the guy won a Super Bowl and he's a Hall of Famer, but he was carried to the Super Bowl by his team.
Mm-hmm.
At best, he reminds me a little bit of Bob Greasy, kind of.
Okay.
See, that's not that. And Tony, I you bring up a lot of old school quarterbacks, and I understand it, but the problem with bringing in quarterbacks like Bob Greasy, or
Terry
Bradshaw is
Joe
it's a totally different NFL today than what it was in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah, but I get what he's saying though.
No, but I'm looking at the style. I'm not saying Tua can play in that era. He wouldn't last in that era.
Yeah, but Tony, here's my problem with your statement though. When you make and again, this is like we're talking this out. When you make a statement saying, "Oh, Tua reminds me of Bob Greasy." Bob Greasy's a Super Bowl winning quarterback, Hall of Fame quarterback. Again, goes back to I know that's not what you were saying. I'm just telling you how it comes
But you
out.
think that's what people are gonna like? People are going to read into what, read between the lines.
I'm telling you, there's no when I touch the Tua topic, it's like this is all I really want to say. Tua's progressing. He's gonna, as long as he stays healthy, he's gonna get better. Point blank. That's all you can say about him right now. The book is still out on him. If I make a blanket statement saying Tua's like Drew Brees, Tua's like Bob Greasy, I'm gonna get laughed out of a room because those guys are Super Bowl winning quarterbacks and are great, right? And if I make a statement like Chad Pennington, I'll repeat myself. Pennington's a perennial loser. And so people, danged if you do, danged if you don't. You're gonna get.
How about this?
Both sides.
How about a better comparison for me? How about Kirk Cousins?
Kirk Cousins is a gunslinger. The man, throws 300 plus yards a game.
Or my mistake. How about Jake Plummer?
Jake Plummer's a perennial loser.
He
was a Pro Bowl. You're right. He was a Pro Bowler.
Yeah.
Arizona and Denver, but we can throw every quarter, Tony. People want to compare Tua to somebody, right? And the problem is when you compare him to somebody, Tua is a very unique situation in the NFL. To the likes we probably have never seen in the NFL. Let's be honest, right? The guy got drafted in the top 5 after one of the worst injuries in all of football, an injury that has ended NFL players' career. Okay, let's call it what it is. Bo Jackson, Joe Theismann. The list keeps on going and going, right? So he's coming. He's a top 5 pick coming off one of the worst injuries in the NFL. Oh, by the way, you entered the NFL in one of culture's being one of the history of the world's biggest things, COVID, right? So you had no preseason. Everything was foreign, not only to him, but just that whole situation, period, right? And he's still recovering from an injury that he probably couldn't get the help that he would normally get in a regular situation, right? Now, everybody's going to be like, Steven, you're making excuses for him. No, these are the facts. These are reality. We've never seen a situation like Tua.
Not like Tua, but to a certain extent, I understand the COVID thing, but you can actually compare Tua's situation to maybe the strike in the 80s with the NFL where they had to use backups and stuff like that to a certain extent.
Yeah, but even those Tony, the problem with that is those guys never had a future in the NFL, right? Tua's got a future, right? He's a top 5.
But you understand where I'm coming from, though. Do you understand where I'm
not really. Because the problem with strike players from the 80s is it's those guys never were.
No, I'm comparing the lack of training camp. I'm saying, and the understanding of the playbook. They had to learn it during the season.
Those guys just had 4 weeks to want to play the game that they love. That's all that was. It's a bad comparison, in my opinion. I understand what you're trying to do. It's just a bad comparison. That's not the way I would.
Let's move away from the Tua conversation. I want to bring up a conversation we were having on Miss Spins with Tom Brady and Dan Marino, and this was a comment that delusional Patriots fans actually said that Tom Brady would have been the superstar quarterback he is right now in the era that Marino was playing. I'm like, are you smoking?
What was the statement? What was the statement, Tony?
Tom Brady would have been as dominant as he is now in the era Dan Marino was playing as a quarterback.
Disagree.
Yeah, disagree. And I said this. Brady actually, Marino would have been playing as long as Brady.
Brady would have been dead by now.
And I know this is a biased statement coming from a Dolphins fan who's forever hated the Patriots and Tom Brady. Just want to put that into context. Now, with that being said, my theory about Tom Brady is this. If you go back and look at
system quarterback.
If you go back, I'm not going to go there. But that used to be an argument I had when he was 10 years in the league. I can't make that argument anymore because that's not true. Now, with that being said, let me finish my statement. So, Brady, I'm going to put you on mute, Tony, because I'm getting a lot of background noise. Brady had if you go look at all the Miami Dolphins wins against Tom Brady, there was one common trait, and that was putting Brady on his butt and knocking him down. And when Brady gets hit, he does not like it. He gets rattled. My personal opinion of that. But the issue is you have to keep on rattling his cage, and that's where teams stop. They feel like once we got to Brady, but Brady, all he needs is one good play to get right back in it, and if you don't touch him again, he's gonna light you on fire, right? So, but if you go back and look at all the games that we won over the last 20 years against Brady, when we knock him down and rattle him, and he gets upset on the sideline, he gets rattled. And I think if Brady played in the 80s and 90s or early 2000s, actually not the early 2000s because he started in the early 2000s, but let's say 80s and 90s, if he came up in Marino's era, no way he would succeed, in my opinion. And not only that, I'll do you one better. In that same comparison world, if Marino had played in today's NFL,
oh God,
oh my God, is right. Like he would have absolutely killed every single person he came into contact with. Oh my God, I'm so cool. I have a burner account. Stephen D. burner account. Profoundly pointless. I love it. That's just my opinion. Okay. Marino would have lasted longer. He would have killed more people. And that would have been how I felt about that. Shake Money just sent some money on PayPal. He said, read the note. All right, I will read the note, my friend.
When you read that note, I would say the game changed for Brady. Brady changed the game, I should say. It's for quarterbacks. It became pretty much illegal to touch the quarterback. You couldn't pat a quarterback on the helmet. There was the tuck rule. There was unnecessary roughness if you threw the quarterback to the ground. Like it started when I think it was Dolphins. It was Dolphins. Jason Taylor sacked Brady to end the game. And they said they blew because Jason Taylor held him for so long. They blew the whistle, then he slammed him to the ground. They said unnecessary roughness. That's when the thing started.
He said, my act of kindness will be to give my tickets. He sent $20 to Triple OG, Chef Shoe. Happy early birthday, Fins Up, Finlaw. So because he sent $20, $10 per entry, and he sent it on PayPal, it's double the entry. So Chef Shoe, you get 4 entries into the giveaway for the Sam Madison jersey giveaway. We're going to do it tomorrow, by the way, not today, but yeah. All right, so I knew that it would. He said, Slim Shady 305 with the $3.05 donation. He says, I don't appreciate the hate on my quarterback this morning. That's fair. Steven, is that why the Brady rule was invented? Because he got rattled? I personally believe so. There's some to that. King Mill says Brady wouldn't last just because of that point. Stephen D, he gets rattled. It was brutal hitters back then. Yep. Level 2 noob disagrees with me. He says Tom Brady is tied for first all-time sacks in the Super Bowl. Yep, sounds like he gets rattled when he gets hit. and word of mouth says some of y'all real haters, bro. Before I even said my statement, I said, look, I'm biased. I'm a Miami Dolphins fan that has lost to this man for 20 years. I get how it sounds, but in trying to look at it as unobjectively as I can, okay, I personally think that, he gets rattled. That's my opinion.
Yeah, and I want to bring up something that people forget to realize with Brady and Marino. If Marino had the surgery technology that Brady has, he wouldn't play. Like, these are the archaic surgeries that he had when he was playing, where they have to literally cut you open, like with a scissor down your back to do surgery. You don't have to do that anymore. It's all microscopic. Am I correct? It's all microscopic, like surgery now. Steven?
I mean, most of them is. You don't have to worry, but there's
and you don't. And the surgeries
I'm not a doctor, so I don't
surgery
know that for sure.
You have to recover. No, but you have to. They interviewed. I can't remember who it was. It was a famous baseball player. He said, if it wasn't for microscopic knees. Oh no, it was Dwayne Wade. He said his knees were shot, even though he looked faster. He didn't feel fast when he was in the league because when he was in college, he had those archaic surgeries and stuff like that, like archaic knee surgeries where they have to cut you open. And he says his knees were all bone on bone by the time he got into NBA and stuff like that. And he said
Dwayne Wade still had a Hall of Fame career.
Yeah, he still had
still
a Hall of Fame.
arguably the GOAT of Miami basketball all time.
Yeah, no, but you understand what I'm saying. He said himself
I don't.
that. No, he said himself that he felt like he wasn't as fast as he was when he was a senior in college because of all the surgeries he had in college.
Okay, but that doesn't mean he wasn't though. Like he was fat. Like I get what you're saying. I hear what you're trying to say, Tony. My question is why? How is that prevalent to Tom Brady? You know, with
no. I'm comparing the surgeries that the surgeries they had now.
He's saying Tom Brady's lasting longer because medicine and doctors are better at their
You know
job.
what, Tony? I 100% believe that. I think that he is that Tom Brady is the byproduct of living in this generation. No, there's no doubt in my mind that that's part of it. 100%. 100%. All right, hold on. Let me bring in Slim Shady Canes because I'm sure he has something to say about. I've been waiting you guys in the back room. I got David in the back room too, but let me go ahead and bring in Slim Shady Canes. Slim Shady Canes, what's up, man?
What's going on, boss man? How you doing today?
Running a little late today, man. I apologize for my tardiness.
You're fine. I had a dentist appointment this morning. It's all good.
See, that's why I work my show around Slim Shady Canes. I appreciate that, guys.
I agree with most of what was said. I think you're absolutely right in the point that, medical technology today is why he's lasted as long. I'll give him this much. He's also at the forefront of personal care. He takes care of himself better than anybody.
TB12.
And don't forget the poor quarterback protection rules that were instituted for Peyton too. Like people.
No, sir. No, Tony. They were instituted for Tom Brady. Let's not get that.
Peyton didn't get that love.
The rule changes have also definitely helped, and especially since he kind of tried to tie Dwayne Wade into this. I want all these. What's a good way to put this? Mentally deficient LeBron fans to remember this conversation.
Hey,
when you
try
comparing him to the
there
GOAT.
Will be no LeBron slander on this channel this morning.
I agree. LeBron is the most overrated.
LeBron's the
player.
GOAT.
No,
oh
LeBron
my God,
Tony,
boy, you gonna get banned today. You gonna get banned. Don't.
You gotta keep that. You gotta keep that same energy, Steven.
Oh, I keep it.
LeBron.
People know. Rashad, have I not? You watched my show for a year now, Rashad. Have I not been LeBron James since day one? Since you've known me?
Yeah,
always has been.
Yes, but everything.
No argument out of me.
But everything you're saying to compare Marino and Brady, you're throwing out the window when it comes to LeBron and MJ.
No, how? Explain that to me because I don't understand.
Because LeBron plays in a softer era with better medical technology.
I'm not denying that. I'm not denying that. But look at LeBron's physique. If LeBron got to play back then, I mean, he'd still be a force, bro. He would
you're talking about
a
point guard, Karl Malone. Like, come on now.
I disagree, and Slim Shady's gonna agree with me. LeBron can't carry Larry Bird or Magic Johnson's jockstrap. He is nowhere near them. He is nowhere near.
How we getting on the basketball topic?
Steven, let me get him real quick to end all of this. How athletic LeBron James would have blown those old geezers out of the water. There would have been nothing they could have done with someone jumping that high, running that fast at that size.
I don't disagree about LeBron's athletic ability. But
the defense is too
he's
physical
also,
for LeBron.
much like Brady, he's a product of the era he plays in. He plays in a soft era, and he wouldn't have to flop. He wouldn't have to flop against the Pistons. They'd have knocked his ass halfway across the court.
I mean, that happened too early in his career. So you're right about that. They eliminated him out the playoffs by knocking him around.
At least with you, Rashad, you and to a certain extent, Steven, you guys are realistic with LeBron, but
what am I?
You talking about those real super duper LeBron fans that think he could have dominated, and I ain't saying all that, but
I mean, it's
just so y'all know, $10
timeouts
are in effect and swear jars in effect. Go ahead, keep on going, guys.
I don't think anybody would argue. I mean, as good as we've seen LeBron be, I don't think anybody would argue that MJ would average 45 a game without hand checking.
So would Larry Bird. I know Larry Bird is not athletic, and that's disrespectful. Just because he was playing against more athletic guys doesn't mean Larry Bird is an underrated athlete. Do you agree, Slim Shade? You probably saw him play.
He's an underrated athlete and an underrated trash talker. That man would talk it with the best of them.
I do. The LeBron slander is hideous. I don't like it. All right, let me bring in my man, David. David, what's up, David?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
How are you, man?
David is going to agree with me and Slim Shady.
Well, the reason why Tom Brady is so good is because he has his wife, Giselle, keeping him young.
Oh, my God.
Hey,
this whole panel's going to get banned today. I can just see it. The whole panel's going to be gone.
That woman could do wonders for anybody.
No. I said this on other.
And let me finish with LeBron. Let me finish with LeBron.
No, the only reason why Tom went to went to Tampa in the first place is because there was actually Giselle said this. It went to the media. She threatened.
How do you know that, Tony?
Yeah. Well, anyway, LeBron would be Charles Barkley.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Are y'all saying Charles Barkley wasn't dominant?
No, Charles Barkley absolutely was.
No, that's what I'm saying. He'll be another Charles Barkley, but thinner.
Somebody
more
save
muscular.
me, please. Somebody, please save me. No.
The round mound.
LeBron. Hey, Charles Barkley was a dominant player, and he was smarter than LeBron.
Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley with the handle.
Please help me, save me.
I see what David's saying. He wouldn't be winning championships. He would be like Charles Barkley in the sense
I wouldn't say that. He might have got one or two, maybe even three, but not with Michael Jordan there.
I love y'all, but just because y'all can come up and say something doesn't mean y'all shouldn't say something sometimes. Because y'all wilding today.
He is not better than Kobe. Kobe is way better than LeBron, honestly.
LeBron's number 3 ever in my book. It's Michael Jordan, Kobe, and LeBron.
Between yesterday's wild and takes and today,
You ain't heard a wild and take. You want to hear a wild and take? LeBron ain't in my top 10.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Boo this man.
Let me just. I'm just gonna bring everybody else on the podcast since everybody just wants to go ahead. What's up, guys?
We just saying stuff today.
What's going on, man? Hey, I gotta.
We're just saying stuff today. We can say whatever.
Hold on, Alex. Hold on. You gotta wait your turn, Alex. Wait your turn. Hold on. I gotta come with the smoke on Spray Kindness. Spray Kindness Friday. I gotta come with the smoke. Hey, Rashad, man, I got a lot of love for you, but goddamn, that was a horrible take. I'm gonna say it like this: LeBron, you could count on the athletic ability all you want and say that he will destroy these old geezers. I'll say it like this. And you could counter for whatever you like. You're not going to compare the mentality that Larry Bird had and Magic Johnson and these guys had back in the 80s and 90s when that physicality was on a whole nother level. You're not going to compare it. Now you're gonna rub in athletic ability.
Beard would have knocked him on his butt.
Listen, when you get scarred mentally, when you start getting pounded in the face like Jordan did by the Pistons, and Jordan's one of the most cerebral assassins the world has ever seen, and he was getting rattled. Just imagine what that would do to LeBron.
I wish somebody would.
What does that mean?
Michael Jordan got.
Wait. Michael Jordan got rattled. Wait. Michael Jordan got rattled and was the greatest player ever LeBron James would get rattled and just will fall off. What are we saying right now? LeBron
No, all
James
I'm
didn't play
saying
in a
is
rough
the
era. Is that
mentality.
what you're
LeBron
saying?
don't got the mindset
somebody
of a
turn
Jordan
their
or a
music
Kobe.
off. Somebody's got music in the background. Turn it off. I'm gonna get flagged.
Guys, here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing. Okay, can we just go ahead and put this debate to rest? Here's what I'm gonna say.
No, this is blasphemy.
All right, so MJ.
No, because it's off season for the Dolphins.
MJ was the best of his era of the 90s, okay?
Exactly.
LeBron is the best of this generation.
I don't agree with that because
high as hell, Alexander.
of Jordan
You
playing in
are
his
high
era.
as hell.
But here's the thing, if you had to compare the two, MJ will always be the better of the two, okay? MJ
LeBron ain't number two. Why are you even bringing LeBron up? He ain't even number two.
Hold on. MJ faced better competition than LeBron ever did in this generation. Okay, Kobe. Now, if it came down to as the best clutch shooter,
$10 timeouts are in full effect. Band-Aids are in full effect.
The best clutch shooter of all time is Kobe Bryant. Kobe's the best clutch shooter of all time, in my opinion.
You said Jordan faced better competition in.
Yes, he did.
In his career.
Jordan played better. Jordan played better teams.
But wait, listen.
Rashad.
But you have Kobe number 2, right?
Rashad.
Where do you have Tim Duncan?
I
got him ahead of LeBron.
Where do you have Shaquille O'Neal? Where do you have Shaquille O'Neal?
Shaquille O'Neal is right in the top 5.
Shaq's number 6.
Where do you have Kevin Durant?
He ain't in the top 5. No way.
He's not even in the top 10.
Okay. Where do you have Stephen Curry?
You're not going to pass over guys like Larry Bird or Magic.
Where do you have Stephen Curry?
Because look at everything here.
Stephen Curry? Just answer the question.
Hold on. I'll answer that question, Rashad. Here's the thing. Rashad, Jordan faced Drexler, Karl Malone, John Stockton, Charles Oakley, Patrick Ewing. Okay?
Okay.
Magic Johnson. He also faced Larry Bird.
The Sonics were Gary Payton and Sean Kemp.
And got destroyed by Larry. Got destroyed by Larry Bird. Got destroyed by that.
That was before Pippen.
That was his rookie year. That was his rookie year. He got destroyed by Larry Bird in his rookie year.
Larry Bird had a whole squad, so don't come with that, Rashad. He got a whole Globetrotter squad over there. And it was just Jordan by himself.
Michael Jordan didn't get a squad?
Not when he played Larry Bird. Not when he played Larry Bird.
Okay, LeBron had a squad with
Robert Parrish.
Did LeBron have a squad when he played? Did LeBron have a squad when he first played the Warriors?
I'll be back on.
Did he have a squad? Or did he have Mike? Did he have Mike Dunleavy and Tristan Thompson? Was Tristan even there yet?
I give him credit in a garbage ass Eastern Conference. I give him credit, and especially beating the Warriors in the finals. Let's get serious. Like all of us on this panel right now could win the Eastern Conference back in the days there. Like, come on, let's get serious.
Wait a minute. If you're going to sit there and honestly say that Cleveland didn't have a stacked team when they beat Golden State in the finals,
I said when he lost.
Seen a baseball game.
I said when he lost to Golden State.
Yeah, when he lost, he had a bad team. He had a really bad team.
What y'all said was Jordan lost to stacked teams. And he didn't have nobody. Who did LeBron have when he was coming up?
All right, but come on, Rashad, how do you justify the 5, 6, 7 NBA losses he has? How do you justify all of those?
He lost to some of the best teams twice to the best team in NBA history. They won 72 games. He actually beat that team, but after that they got Kevin Durant. After he won that
Jordan never lost in a final ever.
Oh God, bro! And Jordan never played nobody such as Kevin Durant and Steph Curry.
Listen, Rashad, you're right. Rashad, you're right.
Three of the top.
You're right on the sense. You're right on the sense. No, you're right though. You're right.
3 of the top 5 shooters of all time.
Listen. You're right. That this is what
That's because Jordan played the shooters and they couldn't score because Jordan was better defense than LeBron could ever be.
We gotta play it. We gotta
like say
Jordan
from these tapes.
Jordan's not
like
guarding
says,
three
let's kind of spade a
shooters.
Let's kind of spade a spade.
What are y'all talking about?
LeBron played better. LeBron played better stars, but Jordan played better teams.
you can't acknowledge the rule change and then go on a tirade about how he's facing the best shooters ever when, yeah, of course they're going to put up more points nowadays because you can't touch them.
Correct.
No defense, too.
I'm not talking about points. There's one versus.
They would have put the shooters on their butt. That's the point.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No. And now, if you want to talk legit best shooters of all time, I mean that without a shadow of a doubt, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Larry Bird.
What?
Question.
Over Curry? Over Reggie Miller?
Yes.
What? Ray Allen?
Kareem?
I'm gonna repeat again. Just because you have the ability to have a viewpoint doesn't mean you should always share.
Larry Bird was the best shooter.
Who's still the leading scorer of all time?
I've been done.
You don't hear me.
You don't hear me talking on this panel right now.
Leading scorer.
I can't believe ain't nobody been kicked off yet. Nobody's been 10 minutes timed out. Nothing.
Y'all are right.
Nothing.
You know what?
It's
Y'all are just
springtime this
allowing
Friday.
these things to happen.
Everybody's being kind because it's
history.
Everything y'all have just said has changed my mind about LeBron James. Y'all are right. Jordan's the best.
We're not saying that he's garbage. We're saying that it's a different game, and he's still number 3.
I heard you. Now, Omar Kelly said that Tua would be better as a right-handed quarterback. Let's go with that.
Well, let's not forget Tua is a right-handed. He is a right-handed person.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Nah, but on the serious side, look, Rashad. Granted, like LeBron has had to face. I say it's stars because there's more stars nowadays. You got guys scoring 40, 50 points on any given day. Listen, there's more stars in this era. Yes, the rules have changed. Yes, there's no defense anymore. That is granted. That all has to take into effect. Let's not forget. I always say the teams. There's better teams that Jordan had to face. Like, let's be fair. Let's be fair. Like,
I agree.
There's more stars nowadays, but there was better teams back then.
Yeah.
How? Explain the best.
Just to let y'all know, I hate LeBron James with all my heart. I wish he wasn't a Laker.
Jerry
But
West is better than LeBron.
I hear y'all. Y'all are right. Y'all are right. It is what it is.
Rashad, you're a Laker fan like me too?
I would like somebody to explain the better teams.
I'm a super Lakers fan.
Me too. And I agree the same way about LeBron. I wish we could package a deal and go get Damian Lillard for him. Whatever it takes, man. And I know Damian Lillard's injury, bro.
Is y'all done? Is y'all finished?
Yeah, we're done.
Pistol
We're
Pete's
done.
better than LeBron.
Done.
We could talk about literally anything else than what you guys have just talked
Well,
about.
let's ask you this. Let me ask you this. There was a great space yesterday that they were talking. I didn't get on, but it's a
level
great
2
conversation.
noob. I accept level 2 noob. I 100% accept that right now. Yes, we'll do it for 10 minutes, no doubt.
Check this out, Steven.
Oh, he said for the day. Oh wow.
Let's have this conversation. Let's have the conversation where Stephen Curry ranks as far as point guards all time.
I was going to say for the day.
Number 3.
Oh, no, level 2 noob. I don't know if I could accept it for the day. Then I wouldn't have a show.
Who's eating cereal?
Where does Curry rank in the all-time point guard list? He got 4 championships, Steven. He got 4 championships.
Curry's the best shooter of all time. Hands
no,
down.
That's not what I'm asking. What does he rank in as far as the best point guards of all time?
Fake news and misinformation.
He's the best pure shooter of all time.
No, that's not the question. I don't think that's the question at all.
No,
I don't think that's the question at all.
That's the only answer you're getting out of me.
What do you compare him at?
Shooter of all time.
What do you compare him next to Magic? Where's Isaiah Thomas, John Stockton? What do you compare him into those 3?
My answer, I'm going to repeat again.
Number 2.
He's 3rd.
Curry.
You're pleading the 5th.
You're
pleading the 5th.
Curry's the best pure shooter of all time.
Overall player, Allen Iverson is better than Steph Curry.
No, but Iverson wasn't a pure point guard. He had
Let's
to play
get something
point
straight. I absolutely love Allen Iverson. Love Iverson. He is my favorite player growing up, right? But even I can admit when greatness has walked into the room, and Curry's great. And I can't stand
This is why Steven's my brother.
Can't stand
We can put our favorites to the side for the truth.
But see, you act like I'm saying
take the
Steph Curry's
fandom out
not
of it.
great. I'm not saying that.
I understand.
Steph Curry's absolutely great.
Whoever just said Iverson is better than Steph Curry.
No, we can't hear you. Word of mouth.
That was
Go
me.
out and try to come back in.
Don't do that. I love Iverson
You
as
said
well.
short, so I ain't paying full show prices.
I said he's a better overall player.
Level 2 noob. I have
He's a better overall
as much as I
scorer.
would appreciate the donation of $50, but I can't ban the entire panel for the day. I can't do that for $50.
Iverson always led the league in steals when he's in the league.
But
he's
you can choose one person to ban for the day. You know what? I'll do you one better, level 2 noob. I'll do 2 people. If you donate $50, I'll let you ban 2 people for the day, just for because you're right. I came late, and you should get something for your money. I agree. All right. I don't know if you heard me because I see my internet's going.
Level 2 noob. I want all that smoke, man. Get me that band, baby.
Go ahead, level 2 noob. You get 2 people for $50. 2 for the price of 1.
I gotta go back to work in a minute, so you can ban me too.
David, you don't say that because now he's not going to ban you. All right. Word of mouth. Are you there?
Can you hear me now?
Yep, we can hear you now.
Can you hear me?
Yep, we sure
Perfect.
can. The floor is yours, word of mouth.
I hate to bring this back up, man, but I just want to know what are the teams that were better back in the days than the teams now? Give me a team better than
back
San
on this
Antonio
conversation.
Spurs. Give me a team
Celtics,
better than the Warriors.
Detroit Pistons,
Lakers,
better
Utah,
than San Antonio. Better than Golden State.
Chicago.
Who asked
that? Jordan
That's word of mouth. Word of mouth. Notice that they're naming a bunch of teams that Jordan did
level
not
2
beat.
noob. If I time you out for the day, Steve,
cut it
out.
I'm just know that's better than the panel this morning.
I want to know the teams that Jordan beat in the finals that were better than the teams LeBron faced.
I can't be ended for the day.
Jordan beat the Lakers. LeBron would have never beat those Lakers teams.
What Lakers did Jordan beat?
90s.
Yeah, besides the old Magic Johnson.
The retired Magic Johnson? Get out when Magic Johnson came back
because he was
after retiring.
You don't have no back spasms like Larry. He had to retire because he had to.
Hello, Drew Batron.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yo.
Hey, Drew Batron, I like that logo, that wallpaper you did yesterday, man. I just caught the episode this morning. I liked it.
The what that I did yesterday?
The wallpaper, the Tyreek wallpaper you made.
Oh yeah. Steven, did you show him the new one? The new one we did?
No, I was gonna let you post it on social media, and then I was gonna share it.
Okay. I'm at the dealer right now because I had to get my car serviced.
The drug dealer? Your drug dealer? What dealer?
What do we call it now? The car service?
I'm at Pete's gas station. I'm talking to this guy because he's got some real great takes. So I'm just trying to improve my acumen, my sports acumen.
That sounds
by talking to his gas station attendant. I'll post it on Twitter real quick.
Yeah, you should post it on Twitter real quick.
All right,
hey,
I'll be right back.
There's a rumor going around. Take it with a grain of salt. Take it with an extreme grain of salt. Josh Jacobs, maybe possibility for the Dolphins.
Another running back?
Yes.
Not likely.
Thanks, but no thanks. No, thank you.
No, I'm not giving you my opinion. I'm telling you what I heard.
And I'm giving you my opinion. Thanks, but no thanks. I don't need another running back. Don't need another running back.
Need him.
I agree.
We definitely need him.
I agree.
We 100% need him.
I'm about to say, don't y'all have Duke Johnson on the roster? Yeah, you need another running back.
No, Duke Johnson went to the Jets, I think, right?
No,
Bills.
Yo, Steven, who do we have on this roster running back that you are sure will be an impact player and will be, a solid RB1?
Sonny Michel.
You're sure.
I mean, look, I don't know if he'll be, but I like what we have. I like Sonny Michel, Chase Edmonds, and Ricky Moser. Like, I love all those guys. I'm good with all three of those guys. And then if, God forbid, Myles Gaskins does make the plea, he'll be a great fourth down running back or a fourth running back option and a great special teams player. So good with
I think Saquon White has more upside than Gaskins at this point. And we can see something in him in preseason, it's over for Gaskins.
That's fine. And I purely said that I think Gaskins there's a good chance he's not on this team. But if he does, great. It doesn't matter. But Josh Jacobs, I don't think we need Josh Jacobs.
Need a guy. I think we need a dude.
The Dolphins need a water boy. They do need a water boy.
You did try to negotiate level 2 noob. I just have to be fair because if I allow this exemption, like I gave you the 2-for-1, but if I allow you to kick everybody off the panel for $50 today, I'm setting a precedent that somebody can come up later in the future and do that, and I can't set a precedent. People might try to use that against me in the court of law, in the court of public opinion, or in the court of clock blockers in future shows. You just can't allow it.
Tell him he can do 5 people for 10 minutes.
Steven, what would happen right now if somebody donated? What would happen if somebody donated $70 right now to get all of us out? What would you do?
For the day?
All of us? No, for 10 minutes. Me, you included.
Well, I mean, one person has to stay up here, so that would be me. Or actually, they could pick whoever they wanted to. So if somebody donated $60 right now to get all of us, or $50 to get all of us on, they could choose who stays and gets to host the show for 10 minutes.
Y'all better pick me, man.
Oh, that's tough.
Or $70 or whatever.
Pick me.
Hold on, Tony. I level 2 noob. I gotta be fair to everybody. Gotta be fair. All right, go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead, Tony. Ask your question, Tony.
No, I'm going to answer Rashad and word of mouth question on the teams that MJ beat. He beat the Rockets twice. He beat the Jazz twice. He beat Sacramento in 97.
We're back to basketball.
Seattle.
I thought we were over it.
No,
Rashad.
No,
I'm just gonna do what Rashad does. Go ahead. We're listening.
And he beat San Antonio in 97 as well. He beat San Antonio.
Tony, that wasn't the question. The question he has: what teams that were back then would LeBron have problems with? That, like we say, Jordan would.
All the teams I just mentioned. I don't think he would have dealt with the Rockets with Olajuwon and Sampson and stuff like that, or Seattle.
People in the chat, y'all can end this. Okay. Go ahead, Tony. I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
Okay, I don't think he would beat Seattle. I don't think he would have beat. I don't think he would have dominated. He would have beat Sacramento with Chris Webber and Peja Stojakovic.
That's enough. Yeah, I believe you. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Yeah, those teams were a lot deeper.
Okay.
Super stack. Yeah.
Super stack. Josh Jacobs, huh? Batman, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it was last minute. Big John
Brady was the
Stud.
greatest quarterback ever lived.
Hell no.
Big John Stud came out and said that.
I'm trying to change the basketball conversation.
The Dolphins are talking Josh Jacobs. Big John Stud yesterday came out like almost at midnight or 11 o'clock at night. He threw that one out.
I don't know why we would go ahead and get another running back. It makes no sense to me. But
I was thinking about Josh Jacobs.
Injury prone.
Yes, he is injury prone, and they declined his 5th-year option, so he's on his last year as rookie deal. So I mean, it would be another guy that has a 1-year contract and injury prone.
Stephen, the reason why I think it makes sense to get a running back is because I think with a bell cow running back, this offense that McDaniel's going to be running would be a lot better than having basically backup running backs.
You think all these guys are backup running backs, and we don't have one true running back in this stable?
Not a start like a bell cow, like most of the fans want.
That's not the system, though. That's not the system.
That's not the system, and I don't care what the fans want. I know what is going. Like
But why can't we have a committee with the lead being Josh Jacobs, and then we get a bit of spelling from Edmonds? Maybe we get rid of Mostert in the trade to get Jacobs, and then keep a couple of these guys.
We just signed Moser. Triple S. I love you, bro. There's no way we're giving up like that. Like, why would that happen?
If you get Josh Jacobs, if you get Josh Jacobs, you're keeping your 3: Sony Michel, Mostert, and Edmonds. and you're cutting Gaskins because he's $2.5 million. So whatever like money Jacobs is gonna make, you're gonna get a little bit of money off from the whole Gaskins getting him cut because it's like 2.5. I think Jacobs is what, like 6 or 7. I mean, I might be wrong. He was a first round pick. So I don't know what's his contract.
Hey, real quick, at the end of yesterday's show, we had MCJB on who did a belly flop into the.
I saw that. You guys are brutal.
And when he did that, there was also, hey, look, part of that was that Drubitron would also make a phone background, and somebody came up, hey, I want a phone background of Lamar Jackson, like stepping over Tua, saying "Step aside, kids." So we made it. So this is a phone background for your phone.
Wow.
It's got the Cloud Blockers logo. And at the bottom it says it's just a joke. But if you guys want it, I just retweeted it on Twitter.
Steven, can you put the name of the person that requested that ridiculous wallpaper so we could ban him for life and put the money together?
That's
I don't
remember
who that was.
I'm right here, sir.
Who's that? Slim Shady Canes? Slim Shady, you should be ashamed of yourself.
We can't get rid of Canes. We can't get rid of.
Did you guys see Larry's show? Larry did a thing on LeBron. Listen to me. Lamar and Tua yesterday. All the stats and everything.
Well, we not go there again.
And what was the verdict?
This will not be bad conversation Friday, okay?
You could. So
wait.
Larry's show. Yeah, what was it? I'm gonna listen to it. What was it?
It was talking about the stats from Lamar Jackson and Tua, and he lined them up side by side, the stats, and you go see what it says.
So it must have been a beatdown of Lamar on Tua.
I mean, Lamar only has the MVP.
Okay,
Not even
close.
I did.
So I guess the people voting for MVP are just
Cap for Life says y'all gonna be crying like Will Smith week 15 when all our running backs are on the IR. We need a bell cow, not a scat back that only plays 25% of the game. Cap for Life putting
y'all clearly haven't seen. Y'all didn't see what the 49ers did last year with the run game. The number one run game last year.
I think it's funny
they did have Deebo Samuel as their number one running back though most of the season, Rashad.
That's because every running back got hurt.
We revamped the entire running back room and we're still not happy. Come on, y'all. Come on.
I mean, they went through the 49ers went through 5 running backs. They went through 5 running backs, and then their leading running back was a 6th-round pick, and he went off. Like, trust the process.
Hey, real quick, Omar Kelly just tweeted, and I actually agree with him on this tweet. Y'all ready? Y'all ready to see this tweet? Because it's actually very legit. All right, here we go. He says, "Man, they act like Home Depot's our spot. We go to Home Depot and Lowe's to complete chores, not for our enjoyment. These women and children are so disrespectful." I agree. These Father's Day commercials about Home Depot, that is the smartest thing Omar Kelly has ever tweeted. I'm retweeting that.
Well, he got that from somebody else, so that's why he tweeted it. He retweeted it, probably.
Nailed it. I'm definitely retweeting that.
And let me go back to
that's the most accurate thing I've ever seen.
It is the most accurate tweet Omar Kelly's ever tweeted. I just wanted.
Let's go back to let's go back to what we were talking about with Tom Brady.
No, Tony.
We can talk about. Let's talk about Giselle.
I got a good conspiracy theory for everyone. If y'all want to hear it.
I'll take a conspiracy theory over the Giselle talk. Go ahead.
Okay,
Giselle,
so
not Giselle.
Remember how I said I'm always up early and I'm just always wondering and going through everybody's videos and stuff. So last couple of weeks I've been thinking, where did this Tua Dolphin fan divide come? Right?
Where did it
originated from? Yeah.
The Alabama fans that were hyping him up.
It comes from Tannehill, giving him 7 years and giving us trash.
That's one, but I'm gonna take it back a little bit closer than that. So we all used to be on TD Fans Talk. I call him the godfather of this YouTube thing. I think of Doug as the the Holy Father. And then you have your angels, Stephen D, Reason.
I'm not even a father. Okay.
Does TD stand for totally disappointing?
But no, wait.
Steven's the devil.
Reason might be the devil.
See, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. Reason's my guy. Don't do that.
It's not in a bad way. It's just that the devil went the opposite of Michael. Like Michael and Lucifer were clashing or whatever.
Fine, Jordan? Say that all day.
No, not Michael Jordan.
Michael the Archangel.
So Reason built up Tua so highly because remember what TD used to say: all we need is a quarterback who just won't lose us the game, and we get all the right pieces around that quarterback. Now TD's like, I need a superstar quarterback that was promised to me by Reason and EM.
That's why TD stands for totally disappointed.
And when Tua did not pan out, TD flipped script, and we know TD has a huge following, and TD is like, no, I'm done. I want the quarterback now. I was promised this. We were supposed to win the Super Bowl, and that's where he's stuck at. And then you have Reason, who's like trusting Tua, believe me, and this is why we're clashing now.
Can we talk about something else than Tua?
I'm talking about the fan base.
I get what he's saying. So here's my thought of it. I don't think it originated from any one YouTuber. I don't think it originated from like any one place. I think it's a matter of mentality or thought process within the Dolphins fan base, right? Like it's not any one person just came up with, oh man, let's make Tua the most controversial figure in the history of our franchise. No, it was a mixture of things, dude. It was a mixture of like just the, COVID to where we were at as a franchise. There's a million factors, and they all it came together. Like I hate to use the word perfect, but it was a melting. Like it's what happened. It was the perfect storm.
I'm gonna say this: we're the Dolphins fan base in terms of our quarterback position since Dan Marino retired. We're suffering from BWS, battered wife syndrome, with our franchise with the quarterback position. That's what happened. Like,
did you say Mark McGuire syndrome?
Oh my God, I can't with y'all today.
Hey, I got a conspiracy
y'all
theory.
are making me wish I had take level 2 noob up on his offer. Keep on going. Go ahead.
I'm driving, so I can't hear. I heard Mark McGuire syndrome. That's what I heard. I can't have a lot of noise.
No, you heard wrong. Go ahead, David.
I got a conspiracy theory. Here we go. Well, first of all, let me say that that Batman, that show last night with Big O was real good. I had to hang up, so I couldn't stay on, but that was real good. But secondly, my conspiracy theory is this. Since Tua's Christian, I think that the devil's coming after him. And so there's
David.
And so that's why people are coming after him because
is that why he hasn't played well yet? Is the devil the reason he hasn't played well yet?
For everybody in the comments that I just upset a little bit, I wasn't throwing shade at nobody. I just want y'all to know that I love TD. I love Reason. I don't listen to Reason too often.
All right,
because
it's official. Level 2 noob, if you're still here, I will take you up on your offer. I can't do it.
Rashad, you rubbed a lot of people the wrong way today with that LeBron comment. That's where it started.
I see. Oh no, it wasn't LeBron. I'm getting cursed out in the comments.
Y'all are gone for the day. Y'all are
gone. Oh, man, I'm getting cursed
out by Reason's peoples and TD's people. They head. I apologize.
So you know, TD and Reason, Stephen D said absolutely nothing. That was all Rashad Brown. Rashad, what's your Twitter name so they can get at you, please? Go ahead.
Oh God, don't do that. You're gonna get canceled, Rashad. Don't do that.
Steven, let me ask David a question.
What is my Twitter name? Prince Ali?
Tannehill's trashed him. What does that make our quarterback if he beat Tua head-to-head and Tanny's been in the playoffs each year since he left Miami?
David, let me ask you a question.
Tanny, Derrick Henry. Yeah.
So, David, I asked another person this question recently. It's to do with Lamar and.
I can't hear you. You got to speak up.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Go ahead.
All right. So I asked this question to someone else a couple of days ago about Lamar and Tua because they were kind of on that same wavelength. You were talking about Larry had a show about their stats compared, So you said that it didn't show at all that Lamar was way better, which is kind of crazy. But at any rate, if you kept this roster the exact same, but you replace Tua with Lamar, and then you run a season, and then you run it the same way as we are currently constructed, what team gets a better record, the Tua-led team or the Lamar-led team? Which team goes further? Which team has a better record?
We had this conversation already.
That's a hypothetical because
well
Tua didn't get it.
But answer it.
That's a hypothetical.
Can I answer that?
I think. Well, let me answer it. Let me answer. I think the team will be better with Lamar right now. Absolutely.
Who was asking the question? Triple H? What's his name?
Triple S. Yeah.
If y'all.
Triple S.
But that doesn't mean this year. That doesn't mean this year that Tua won't ball out.
Coming from a Tua guy, coming from a Tua near, coming from anybody that could actually represent Tua and speak high of him and any panel. We're not going to sit here and deny that. Yeah, we might get a win or two more with Lamar. He is the better quarterback right now. He is a top 10 quarterback. We're not going to sit here and go back and forth. The question is,
are y'all crazy?
The question is, this is the question though. Currently, how the team is constructed though, how are you going to fit, a Lamar with that salary? You get what I mean? That's the only thing.
He hasn't been paid yet, right?
If Lamar and Tua have similar stats, are you going to pay Lamar $30-40 million and not use Tua and get rid of Tua?
You're looking at 40 to 50, not 30 to 40.
Well, whatever. But I'm saying I'd rather take Tua if they're stats and they play similar. I'd rather take Tua.
Oh, they play
because
similar.
They're cheaper.
They play similar.
Similar stats.
When you watch
the only difference is that Lamar will have a lot more rushing yards.
Yeah, that's
the only difference.
Okay. That's the only. So when you watch,
that's the only difference.
It looks the same.
Look at the stats. Look at the stats. Look at the stats. Look at the stats.
I've looked at
we might,
stats, and Lamar won an MVP.
If Lamar Jackson was on this team,
well, just because somebody looks classy and looks good doesn't mean they have good stats.
Yeah, but if you're the most valuable player in the NFL,
if Lamar Jackson was on this team, we might.
Yeah, but last 2 years, what was he? Look at the stats for the last 2 years.
Okay, last year not
as MVP, not as MVP. Look, that's why I said the last 2 years.
Okay, so we're nitpicking. Okay,
my lord,
got you.
Look at the stats.
Oh, I've looked at the stats. I have them up right now. Don't worry.
I wouldn't necessarily consider that nitpicking because Cam Newton won an MVP and he'll never go down in the Hall of Fame as a great player.
Correct.
No
his stats are getting worse and worse every year after the MVP season.
But what I'm saying is MVP isn't a determination. You can have an outstanding year and win MVP.
Not to say that he's not a great player, like I said. I'm just saying, look at the stats. Right now, he's not a $40-50 million quarterback when his QBR is 50 or is 50 and Tua is 49. Come on.
Hello, Luis.
What's up, Luis? Question, man. That's all I needed. I needed you to say that we were better with Lamar.
I'm not doing good today, man. I'm just this panel has gone absolutely insane today. People are, I give people the opportunity to come up and say what's on their mind. And then we have a panel like we have today. And it makes me fully regret having said that. Because these people, between yesterday and today, I don't know. I don't know what.
Steven, it's the off season. We got to talk about something.
I don't think we're out of our minds because just because Steven thinks just because you think that Mark McGwire is a better player than Babe Ruth doesn't make the rest of us out of our minds.
I never said that.
I just think I'll just throw my 2 cents in. Like I was on Batman show last night. I'm going to stop using all my energy on this Tua conversation because at the end of the day, Tua is going to be our quarterback for this year.
That's right, Luis.
Yeah, that's right.
I think everybody knows. Well, it is what it is.
We gonna see. I'm starting to believe.
Everybody knows my stance on Tua, but like I said, I think for me, my energy is for Coach McDaniel, and this is why. Like I was trying to explain last night, dude, we got rid of Florida, and we could say I don't care about none of the stuff that happened in the locker room and stuff. Like everybody's gonna have their own opinion about that. But on the field, he won 10 games in 9 games. He was the last coach to have put back-to-back winning seasons in the last 20 years in Miami.
Oh,
So
you talking about the coach? Oh, gotcha.
yeah, I'm talking about Coach McDaniel. Like, my energy's not going to be on Tua this year. I'm riding with Tua this year, and it just is what it is. But there's no way in hell with this roster that we currently have constructed, there's no way in hell we should have anything less than 10 wins. And opinion, I don't care if we go to the playoffs and we're out in the first round. That can't happen neither. It has to be second round, maybe even AFC Championship. We have too much talent. If Flores is winning 10
Who is
and
that
9
talking?
games,
I like this guy.
if Flores is winning
That'd
10
be
and 9
Luis.
games,
Luis.
Yeah,
Okay.
if Flores is winning 10 and 9 games the last 2 years, and then McDaniel comes in with this roster and we win 8, 9, or 10 games, that's not enough for me. And I'm not saying that I want McDaniel fired after 1 year, but it's just like the argument is all the time we always blame. Dog, Stephen Ross is not a football guy. It's like we've had 20-some years of Stephen Ross screwing up this organization. I'm just tired of it, man. I'm ready for a winner, and I think we give Mike McDaniel all this praise, but we don't know nothing. He has to show me. I'm done with this Tua talk. It's all McDaniel now.
I agree.
I hear you.
It's both.
Talk that talk.
That was the most eloquent speech I ever heard in my life.
I mean, if we could bring Flores back as defensive coordinator, I would be here for that 1,000% because clearly, I know, but that would be my dream scenario. From what them 49ers did on offense this past season and 3 years ago, with what we did on defense, this is what it is. You've never seen a 49ers offense like that. I mean, you've never seen an offense like the 49ers had last year. You've never seen a defense like the Dolphins had these past 2 seasons. If we can combine the two, it'll just be a dream scenario for me. Hopefully Boyer can hold on to half of what Flores taught him. That's what I'm hoping for. I'll take half. Because what he put out at the first 8 weeks last year, oh my God.
Luis, so you know, you are the best panel member today. You are the smartest and best panel member today, Luis.
I appreciate it. I mean,
Yep, I'm talking crap about every other person that's been on the panel today, just so you all know. That includes myself. That includes myself. That includes me.
I'm not offended. I entertain some of this nonsense.
Let the record speak for
sometimes
itself.
you're just gonna have fun.
Yeah, I mean, everybody has great talking points. I'm not saying that.
No, everybody has talking points, Luis. Let's not use the word great in front of it.
Listen, let's be clear. The only reason why this whole foolish talk started was because Rashad Boss.
Oh wow, Rashad!
LeBron James comment.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, no.
I'll take the blame, brother.
Actually, I made the LeBron comment.
Oh, that's right.
Marty Woodley says Steven wants all the smoke. I'm with it. Yo, bring it. Let's go. I'm okay with it.
Rashad said that LeBron would torch all these guys in the 80s and 90s. Like that's where that's what got me heated.
Taylor made Jedi said, "Dude, there's 50 people watching. That's how bad these things are."
I said he would smoke those geezers. Is what I said.
I'm about to say, get it right. He said he would smoke those old geezers.
Yeah, he did say that.
Steven, let me ask
Rashad, you made me feel old, bro.
You know,
I mean,
do you want to know how bad y'all's takes are? Y'all's takes are so bad that Pete. What's up, Pete? How are you, Pete?
Man, it actually makes sense.
I don't even have enough time today for this, Steven, but I just had to come up because these takes are out of this world. Are they on the rocket launch to Mars?
I don't know.
I'll say this.
I feel like they all have gas station attendants. Obviously, that's
as bad as you think these takes may be. It's better than any take on ESPN in the last 7 years.
Facts. Say it again. Say it again.
I can't argue. I can't. I mean, I can argue it, but I don't know if I want to argue it.
Like this would be First Take's best episode if it was this week's episode.
Hey, yo, Pete, let me ask you a question.
Hey, hold on before we move on to me because I know I have the worst takes. But look, this is really why I came up right now. This is the real truth why I came up. I want to give a big shout out to my guy Cap for Life. I want you to bring his comment back up to light and put it on the screen. Put it on the screen for me, please. Not that one, the Tannehill one.
The Tannehill one? All right, hold on. I got to go to it. Because
the Tannehill slander, it is unreal.
Lord.
This is what I want to talk about real quick, because Cap spoke facts. We want running game for Tua. We think Tannehill is only it because of Derrick Henry, right?
1,000%. You keep going.
Okay, so if Tannehill is only great because of Derrick Henry, when we do get, for example, a Derrick Henry in Miami with Tua,
Josh Jacobs is not Derrick Henry, sir. Go ahead.
Let it be. Just let me finish. So basically, forget the name. When we do get a running back and we start winning, it's going to be because of Derrick Henry, not Tua. And that's going to be a bigger disaster here. That's the issue.
How so?
Peter, it ain't going to happen.
If we're winning, it's going to be a bigger disaster?
No, if we're winning because of the running game, right? It could be winning.
I can go with that.
What's wrong with that?
If we're winning, the
what do you mean what's wrong with that?
The running game got the Eagles a Super Bowl. What are you talking about?
Listen to me. We have a top 5 quarterback. This guy shouldn't be winning games because of the running back. We need to win games because of the passes.
Yeah, Pete, but games are won when you're up and you have a good run game. You could end
okay, of course, yeah, bro. When we were up last year, we used Malcolm Brown, we used Duke Johnson, we had a run game. What I'm trying to say is, how are we going to try to build
a run game last year? Hold on, we had a run game last year.
When we were up, yeah, bro, it was amazing.
Running the ball.
We did not have no run game last year. Come on,
bro, is that we had the best running game. You didn't see Duke Johnson running it through everybody last year for one game?
The best running game out of where? Out of Miami? That's it.
Maybe we had 1,500 rushing yards by committee last year.
Hey, look how these two guys are deflecting the main topic of this conversation. What you guys are deflecting is Tua needs a running back to win. And if he doesn't, he's never going to win. It's point blank period. So therefore, he isn't even a quarterback. The fact that we have to beg for a Derrick Henry over here or a Josh Jacobs for Tua to win lets you guys know he's less of a Tannehill. If we hated Tannehill here, how are we loving Tua? How?
I just don't want to give him 7 years. That's all I'm saying.
Man,
but Tua hasn't even looked half of what Tannehill looked like when he was here. This is what drives me insane. We got, hey, check this out. This is not even against you guys. This is against ESPN, Dan Orlovsky.
Cap for Life says, Pete, they getting selective amnesia.
I'm telling you, Cap, you hit it on the head this morning, and they try to ignore your comment. I hope you know that.
Boy, Pete,
I hope you know that.
Coming for all y'all on the chat on the panel today. Let's go.
Well, here's
but you were the
problem.
leader of ignoring that topic, Stephen. You didn't really want to talk about it.
Hang on, Pete. Here's the problem I have with that. I live in Tennessee. Titans fans can't stand Tannehill. Tannehill's their problem if you ask Titans fans.
Hey, you live in Tennessee, then you would know that it's not called Tennessee anymore. It's actually it's called Tennessee. That's how you got to say it. Tennessee.
Listen, when I went
That's what they call it. That's what they call it up
for the
there.
Dolphins game. When I went up for the Dolphins game, he's not lying. There's a lot of haters for Tannehill up there in Tennessee. There's a lot. Like we're talking about people with his jersey on.
Real talk.
Hey, Batman.
They're just as bad as us. They wouldn't know a good quarterback if they had one.
Hey, Batman. The only
they had a good quarterback.
Listen, Batman.
They had Aaron McNair. They had a hell of a quarterback.
Steve McNair wasn't a franchise quarterback neither. See, that's
I think Steve McNair's underrated.
People are missing.
You said Steve McNair wasn't a what?
Hey, true story. My wife went to college with Steve McNair. True story.
People are missing the point when you talk about there's a difference between a starting quarterback and a franchise quarterback. Tua has shown us he's a starter. He's shown enough to be a starting quarterback. But Trent Dilfer won a Super Bowl because he was also a starting quarterback.
Conversation today. I don't know if that's a good thing, Bones, but I think it is. I don't know.
There's a difference. I don't care. I don't care if Tua is playing with no arms and no legs and he wins a Super Bowl, and he uses his belly to win. What does it matter if he wins a Super Bowl? What does it matter?
Wait a second.
He needs to prove himself. What do you mean? What does it matter? He needs to set a standard of what his name is and what he's going to do in the NFL.
If he wins a Super Bowl, what are you talking about?
I don't give a rat's if Tua takes us to the Super Bowl, I'm cool with that, man. I don't give a
So
about his
wait.
record or anything.
What are you talking about
Wait a
here?
minute.
That's not gonna
Who
happen.
just
You guys
I got a
are
question.
who just made the accusation of Trent Dilfer being a starting quarterback?
He was. But this was the point right here, Slim Shady.
He started in his career and won a Super Bowl as a starter, but I don't know if I would ever label him as a starting quarterback.
That historically great defense won the Super Bowl.
Okay, well, but there goes to that. That's my point.
Did they win?
Again, y'all missing the point. It doesn't matter. A franchise quarterback is different than a
so
starter.
Tua has to be Tua has to be a god. So for y'all y'all put him anywhere. The defense can't be the best and win a Super Bowl. Tua has to be a god. Is what you're saying?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Well, wait a minute.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is there's a difference between just being a starting quarterback and a franchise quarterback.
Somebody's got background noise. Put yourself on mute if you have background noise. Go ahead, Luis.
No, I'm just saying, like, there's a difference between being a. Yeah, that echo is horrible.
I think it's.
Is that me? Is that me?
I don't know. Everybody put yourselves on mute except for Luis.
I just turned on my Bluetooth, so it sounded weird for a second.
Yeah. Yeah,
Go
I
ahead,
think
Luis.
it got better now. No, I'm just saying there's a difference between, being a starting quarterback, in my opinion, and again, this is just, we come up here to throw opinions out. Tua has shown me that he could be a starter, but what I'm missing from Tua is, we always talk about consistency and stuff, but at the end of the day, I've tried to put this point home, and again, I could be wrong, but when we come out here and we always blame it's a receiver can't get separation, it's offensive line can't block and stuff. Well, eventually things are going to break down. And if you're a franchise quarterback, there's going to be certain games. Even this year, we have a Super Bowl talented roster. But I don't think that Terron Armstead is going to be 100% on his blocking. He's going to get beat. And in those moments, that's when a franchise quarterback...
Luis, why do you think Terron Armstead's going to get beat?
No, I'm just... Because no one's perfect, Steven.
That's such a blanket. That's such a blanket statement, though, bro.
It's a true statement.
Steven, Steven. What I'm saying is, okay, everybody talks about Jesse Davis.
Everybody has a bad game.
Jesse Davis. So you're gonna sit here and tell me that Jesse Davis didn't have a good block during the season? Like he didn't hold a block?
I'm not saying that.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna tell you, he didn't hold a single block.
Here's my point. Here's my point, Luis. When you make a blanket statement like that, and by the way, I'm not saying that you mean this or that you meant it to come out this way, but how it comes off is, Terron Armstead. Oh my God, who's got that background noise? Y'all are killing me with the background noise. I think it's Pete. Pete, your background noise is killing us. All right. Anyways, as I was saying, the problem is that when you make a blanket statement like that, it makes it come off that
sound better?
Terron Armstead's going to be this horrible player.
No.
He's the top prized free agent pick.
I'm sorry, guys, but if our defense wins us a Super Bowl, I can give a flip what Tua does.
Does it sound better, Steven? But David, I see what you're saying, but I can see where Luis is coming from.
No, I see it. I'm just saying. At this point, if our defense wins us a Super Bowl, I don't care what Tua did this year. Our
what do you
team
mean?
won a Super Bowl,
bro? If our team wins a Super Bowl and it has nothing to do with Tua, we're gonna get him out of here. It's just that the talent around them elevated his play, and that's not what we need in Miami. Because
everybody's talking about a Super Bowl. Everybody's talking about a Super Bowl. We haven't had a Super Bowl in 30 years.
Oh, you guys will be happy with a Trent Dilfer for one Super Bowl. We want something meaningful here.
Well, hang on. I got two things. Number one, that whole Trent Dilfer comment, you have to also look at the flip side of that argument. By saying that about Trent Dilfer means that Jim Kelly and Dan Marino are trash because they never won one.
Oh, wow. Good point.
That's not what we're saying at all.
That's the opposite side of that argument using the exact same logic.
Okay, so this is the issue when people try to use Super Bowl titles over other players. When you open your eyes, Slim Shady, you open your eyes, you get to see that Dan Marino is the greatest passer of all time.
I'm not arguing that point, but to say that Trent
What does
Dilfer
that
is
get
even
you?
a mediocre quarterback is laughable.
What does being the greatest quarterback of all time get you? Does it get you a Super Bowl?
He went to a Super Bowl. He didn't win it. So nobody
does
can
it
sit here
get
and
you
tell
one?
me Dan Marino didn't go to a Super Bowl. He
But does it
made
get
it
you
to the
one?
dance.
But you're missing the point.
Let's not forget that.
You're missing the point. I will take
No, there is
winning
no
a
point.
Super Bowl over a great quarterback any day. I want the title. If I was the quarterback,
I want the franchise quarterback that the team will rally behind. Listen, you could win a title with a Trent Dilfer, and entering the offseason, following up to the next season, the locker room might be like, man, we got so lucky last year. Because Trent Dilfer is not that guy.
Example. You give Trent Dilfer
With Dan
what Dan
Marino
had to work with, they don't win a game. They go win.
What? Okay,
I believe that.
You're right.
Yeah,
you're right. And
Dan
now put
Marino
Dan
and Jim
Marino
Kelly has
on that
been to a
Trent
Super
Dilfer
Bowl.
team.
Only one team
What
can
happens
win.
there, Slim Shady?
Yeah, I got a question on that note.
They go undefeated, probably.
Exactly.
Yeah,
listen.
they very well might go undefeated. But that's the point.
Yeah.
That's exactly the point I'm making. To
It's
try and say that
interchangeable.
Trent Dilfer is a good quarterback just because he has a ring is a laughable statement.
No one said
I
that.
get it. I
Yeah,
get you.
no.
I get what you were saying now, Slim. I was on the
Yeah.
opposite end thinking you were saying
Right.
something else.
I'm not saying
Now-
I'm not saying Trent Dilfer is a good quarterback. I'm saying if our defense wins the Super Bowl, I'll take it.
Now
Well,
to your
we're
point
gonna
of the
take it.
defense,
Yeah, y'all
to
are-
your point
y'all
of the
are tripping.
defense winning it. Yeah.
Whoa, what's
They're
going on
still
there?
talking
Slim
about
Shady?
wearing masks over there.
No,
Tell
no,
them
no,
that
no.
lifestyle is over.
I'm pulling in to get loaded.
Yo, Steve, let me ask the panel a question.
To your point of the defense winning it,
At Triple
let's
S, after
actually-
Slim Shady's point, you go Triple S after Slim
Okay,
Shady.
got you.
okay. Let's look at what actually happened in the playoffs in the Super Bowl 2 years ago when Tampa won it. Brady wasn't the star of the show. It was the defense.
That's right.
So, yes,
yeah.
I absolutely think Brady helped, and I think, not having Jameis throw 30 interceptions helped. But that you were actually able to see what that defense can do without the quarterback putting them in a hole.
My point is that Tua can probably do the same.
No, you know why the biggest
my point,
difference there is,
exactly.
Slim Shady and David? You want to know what the biggest difference between Tom Brady and Tua?
Yeah, you want a
Tom
guy,
Brady went from
and it
New
doesn't
England.
matter.
Listen, Tom Brady went from New England. He's a leader. People follow him there to Tampa. Wherever Tua goes, you're not going to ever hear Jalen Waddle say, man, trade me with Tua. Or Tyreek, take me over there to Houston with Tua now. You're not. He's not a leader like that because his play hasn't shown it. So therefore, there's a big difference with that. People will follow great players. If you're not being followed by players, I don't know what else to try to teach you guys. Like, it's
I
unreal.
agree with that statement for the most part, and I think Tom Brady has intangibles that some other quarterbacks in the league don't. But I also agree with the statement that Tom Brady is not as good of a quarterback as he was 10 years ago.
Tom Brady would agree that Tom Brady's not good of a quarterback as he was 10 years ago. Triple S, go ahead, Triple S.
All right, first of all, I just want to say, Pete, correct me if I'm wrong, but my whole argument before about the Dilfer and all that stuff, I think what Pete is saying is that if we won led by the defense, led by the specials, it would be great and we would take it like you guys were saying, but we also wouldn't necessarily have the answer on do we have a guy and are we good moving forward. Correct me if I'm wrong, Pete, on that.
That's
Pete,
exactly
I
what
have
I'm
a
saying.
back there. All the
Look
stats
what happened with the
before
Trent
the
Dilfer-led
Dolphins.
team.
That's what it is.
If
All right,
we
but
don't
the-
win games, this is
What was
Triple S.
that,
You
Batman?
can have the floor after this, but
Pete,
this is
Pete
it.
would want a
If
quarterback
we're
that has
not
all
winning
the
games
stats but doesn't win a
because
Super
of
Bowl.
Tua, there's a problem.
Yep.
Stop
Just so we
trying to
don't
build
know.
around the problem. That's the issue
right.
here in Miami.
So now let me get
Yeah, no,
my
and
question. Let me get-
hey,
hold
Steven,
on,
can I say
let me
something
get my
real quick?
question, bro. No, I didn't ask my question yet, man. Come on.
After,
I have to go.
oh my
All right,
goodness.
let me ask my question real quick. So one of my boys had asked me this question, and it really blew my mind to this whole Tua thing. So he asked me, he's like, you have a lot of fans in Dolphin Nation that are on Tua, a lot of them that are against him. But if you take the Bills and you take the Dolphins and you flip the quarterbacks, what is the Bills' outlook with the exact same roster led by Tua, and what is the Dolphins' outlook with the exact same roster led by Josh Allen?
I'm not
It
answering a
depends
dumb
who's coaching it.
question.
Who's coaching the team,
Hypothetical.
though?
It's stupid.
Who's
Look,
coaching the
it
team?
doesn't matter. It's the
same.
same
It's the
exact team.
exact
That's a
same.
good question, Triple S.
Exact
And
same
I'll tell you right
teams,
now.
exact same coaching
Freaking
My
staff.
dumb.
Everything's the same.
Hey, Triple S.
Just flip the quarterback.
Triple S. My answer to that right now is Josh Allen, Buffalo-led team, is being considered a Super Bowl contender and automatically the AFC East
You mean
champs.
Dolphins?
If you put Tua on that team, they are
Yeah,
no
that's what I
longer
mean.
Super Bowl contenders, and they're definitely not winning the AFC East.
You can do that with
With that
every
same
team. You
exact
can put a
roster.
different quarterback back on any team and say the same
That's
thing.
not
What
true.
does it matter?
You put
What does it
Brady on
matter?
Buffalo. You put Brady in Buffalo. They're doing
You
the
can
same
put Brady
exact
in
thing.
Miami. You can put Brady
Let
on
me answer your
Tennessee.
question.
You put
Come
Matthew
on.
Stafford in
Let me answer your question,
Buffalo.
David.
Come
Hold
on.
Y'all, what y'all are
But how do
doing is
you put the
changing the
money together? Because
conversation.
this hypothetical stuff
Wait,
is
wait, wait,
ridiculous. You
wait,
put
wait,
the
wait,
money
Hypotheticals are
on this
dumb.
Dolphins team, they
Let
win
me
the
answer
Super Bowl.
David. Let me answer David.
Y'all are
So David,
changing the conversation. You're saying if we
Hold
win a
on, Rashad. Hold on,
Super
Rashad. Let
Bowl,
Triple S go. Go
continue
ahead,
the
Triple
same
S.
conversation.
So the reason my boy asked me and the reason I asked is he said he wanted to shine a light on what type of roster we have, and that if we change one guy, how much the outlook can change, and that we can't really be wasting this type of roster a couple of years. You know what I mean? So I think
So this is
we're this year. We're
Well,
with two this
Triple
year for
S, hold
sure.
on.
We got to do it.
This is how you debunk the whole question because it's ridiculous. You get a Josh Allen, you replace him for Tua, right? Straight up, you still got to take account for Josh Allen's contract. So you're gonna lose an X. You're gonna lose the chances of drafting a
No,
Javon.
that's
So
not. No, you're
let's
not.
do that
No.
hypothetical.
You can't do that. You can't do
Because
that.
you
You
gotta
can't
account
do
for
that.
50. You
You
gotta
all
can't
account
do
for
that. We're
40
just
hypotheticals,
million.
buddy.
Where are you
visualizing.
gonna
We're
account the
just
40 million?
Absolutely, you
visualizing.
can
Where are you
do
gonna
that.
account it for?
You
Where are you
can't
gonna
do
account it
that.
for?
You
Where are
can't
you
do
gonna
that.
account the 40? Where are you gonna account the 40 million for? Answer the damn
Hey,
question.
Batman. Okay,
Is
you
his
want
cap
to
for 40
argue that
million this
point?
year?
Check this out. Check this out. Hold on. Let me have it. Batman. That's where
Is
you
his cap
stand
hit
at. That's
40
fine.
million this year?
Guess what? Guess what? Josh Allen signed a $250 million, $300 million contract, right? He doesn't need that many great players around him.
And he doesn't
Okay,
count for that
they
much
don't
this
need to
year.
trade the farm for a Tyreek Hill. They're doing just fine with no
Josh
running
Allen,
back
Josh
and one
Allen,
wide
They
Josh
traded
receiver.
the
Allen
farm
wasn't good
for
until he
Okay,
got
they
Diggs.
traded the farm for
okay,
their
they're
receiver.
doing just fine with one receiver and no running back.
Yeah,
So
but hold on, Batman. Josh Allen's cap hit this year is $10 million. Or no, sorry,
Oh,
that's
brother.
2021.
So
2022,
he hasn't
16
signed. He
million.
hasn't signed an extension yet.
yeah,
Here's
And
my
his,
whole problem with
you
this
can
line
construct
of
contracts, bro. You don't have to be 40 million. Just because you're 40 million a year doesn't mean you're 40 million every year. He's 16 million this
Why?
year.
Why do people want to get rid of after 2 years? Want to get rid of Tua so bad? Because I mean, you guys could be wrong. You guys have no.
Because we
You
got
guys have no.
hey David, because we
you
got
know.
rid of
Okay,
we got
you
rid
want
of
to
the
know,
Josh Rose and they're still crying about it. That's why.
David?
well,
You want to know
here's
why I
why
want to get rid of Tua so
Because
bad?
y'all
Because
butthurt.
look,
Because y'all
no,
butthurt. Because y'all
you know why?
butthurt.
I'm gonna let you know right now. Earlier, Lewis was up here talking about Teron Armstead. What if he's not playing that good on the left side, right? Oh my God, you guys are
All
not
that
gonna
stuff is
believe what
what
I'm about
ifs,
to say.
though. All
David,
what ifs.
David, listen to me. Tua's offense is RPO offense. It helps him and him only. What if Teron Armstead
Lamar
isn't really a
Jackson
good
ran more
RPO offensive
RPOs than
lineman?
Tua.
What if he doesn't
Lamar
fit well
Jackson
in this
ran more
RPO
RPOs than
system?
Tua.
This little quick arithmetic system for Tua. What if it's not working so well for him?
Lamar Jackson ran more
Mahomes ran more.
RPOs than Tua.
So did Patrick
I've got a
Mahomes.
question. Here's
So
my
did Patrick
problem.
Mahomes.
Here's my
Come
problem
on,
with this
man.
whole line of thinking. I've got a legit question for everybody on here. Have the Saints underachieved practically every year they had Drew Brees?
They only won one. Yes, they only won one Super Bowl. So yeah.
So you can have, and they had the most loaded roster in the NFL without question a couple years ago.
For a while, yeah, they definitely did.
Yeah, and it still just didn't work out. There is a million and one reasons why you don't win a Super Bowl.
And remember all those years they kept extending Drew Brees, $40 million, $40 million, extending him, paying him all that money. I kept saying it. These Saints, they're not doing the right thing. They're just holding on to one Super Bowl ring and Drew Brees' name. But clearly, you're not going to win the Super Bowl.
Happy about it. They got that Super Bowl.
How many Super Bowls did Aaron Rodgers win?
Hey, do you one by the
but
way?
His play, his play is pretty good.
He won one Super Bowl.
Listen, Pete. Let me put it like this. Look at Dan Marino, man. Considered one of the greatest quarterbacks this world has ever seen. I guarantee if you ask him, if you would trade all those stats for a Super Bowl, I guarantee you what he's going to tell you. So don't come with that,
He already said it. He already said he won't.
Don't come with that nonsense, Pete.
That came out of his mouth. Dan Marino said he won't trade none of the records for a Super Bowl ring.
Hey, I love Marino. Right. I love Dan. Absolutely love him. He's a liar. He's lying to you.
No, bro. Well,
he would rather have the
No, he's not.
He'd rather have the ring.
Steven.
I want who's the oldest guy on the panel? No. I got a question. I need you old guys. I need the old guys up here. I need the old guys up here. Who's the old guys that watch Marino? Where you guys at?
I'm right here.
I'm right here.
But David, you don't count.
I'm right here. Holla at me,
Lewis, I want to talk to Lewis. I want to talk to Lewis one-on-one, please. Give me a second. Lewis, you watched Marino for a long time because you're a Tua guy. I'll say that.
I'm not a Tua guy. I just think your arguments are dumb. That's all.
Okay. We'll add you, David. You watch Marino, David?
Of course I did.
Because I really didn't watch Marino. All I did was watch the highlights. So this is what I'll say to you two guys. You guys know we never won the Super Bowl with Marino. But this time of the year, around this time today, June, whatever day we're on, 17th, I think. June 17th, today, did Dan Marino ever make you feel like your team didn't have a chance?
No. He always made us feel like we had a chance, probably.
Yeah, never.
Yes, but the media wasn't like it is now, though.
Hold on, David. Lewis, why did Dan Marino make you feel like the team had a chance?
Because I knew every given Sunday he was going to put my team in the best position to win. I knew for a fact. I knew when Marino's era, I knew going into the games we didn't have a running game, we didn't have a defense, we didn't. We had Richmond Webb and some pieces on the offensive line, but the one constant for the Miami Dolphins in that era was Dan Marino. That's we every game I knew Marino was showing up. I just had questions about everybody else.
Okay, my question is this.
That's the difference.
Dan Marino,
you know
Dan
what?
Marino
I swear
is
to you
second
guys,
to
that
who?
answer gave my
Dan
body
Marino
chills.
is second to who?
That answer gave my body chills. I got goosebumps, bro. Just hearing that.
Dan Marino is second to who? Dan Marino is a GOAT, bro. You're putting other quarterbacks next to a person that was a GOAT, bro. You can't do that. He's a once in a generation, once in a lifetime player. You're not gonna find that everywhere. That's the difference.
What y'all are telling me is Dan Marino will give up being, as he is saying, the GOAT for a championship ring. That's what y'all are saying.
No,
honestly believe that.
All those stats that he had didn't Peyton Manning break most of them.
All right, real talk.
What do they mean now?
Let me tell y'all something. I don't know what Dan Marino didn't say or did say, so I'm not gonna count for Pete what he said. Okay, but what I say, if Pete's thing is correct, that Dan Marino said this somewhere, I promise you all deep down inside that Dan Marino would take Trent Dilfer's career with a Super Bowl win over
out of your mind.
By the way, Cruz says, bye, Pete. You're gone for 10 minutes, Pete. You got to go, Pete, for 10 minutes.
I saw the movie Little Nicky. Dan Marino wanted that Super Bowl ring.
He wanted that Super Bowl ring.
Man, he sold his soul to the devil. He
wanted the Super Bowl ring, but he wouldn't give up his career.
Yes, he would. He wants
Trent Dilfer.
Look back in retrospect. You look back in retrospect, and if you have a serious when the 30 for 30 comes out, you sit him down with a camera. He'll tell you that.
Trent Dilfer has made.
I absolutely believe Jim Kelly can be talked about in the same breath as Dan Marino.
Yes,
of course.
I saw Jim Kelly play.
Trent Dilfer has made $15 million in his career.
But Dan Marino in Miami will make more because of the whole advertising.
Listen to me. No, we're taking Trent Dilfer's, however you want to say his name, career. We're taking his whole career and turning it into Dan Marino. You're saying Dan Marino would rather have that than what he has now.
And Miami State
You're
would have been
ignoring
money.
what I'm saying. What you're saying
No, I get you, Rashad.
is
I get you, Rashad.
MCJB, it has to be 20. You have to
Marino
pay
wants to
double
be
to bring
Trent.
somebody back in. It can't be 10. If somebody gets out for 10, in order to save them, you have to pay double.
Yeah.
I think
Actually, I
Chuck
want to say
Gilford's a
something
stretch,
about the
though.
Dan
I
Marino
think
thing.
Chuck Gilford's a stretch,
Steven,
though.
I have to go, but I want to say something. I jumped on just to say this. Marino actually said this during his football life. The guy asked him, "How do you feel when people say you're the greatest quarterback to never win a Super Bowl?" He says, "Instead of bringing up my career accomplishments, they bring that up." He says, I hate the fact that that's the first thing they say about me, that I'm the greatest quarterback never to win a Super Bowl.
To win a Super Bowl, yeah.
Yeah, but you're putting all these people are putting Tua next to Dan Marino. Think about that. Think about that.
No, but we're not comparing. We're not
Who can
comparing. We're not
compare
bringing up
to
Tua.
Dan Marino? Who
No,
can
we're not
compare to
comparing
Dan
Tua.
Marino?
But we're not talking about Tua. We're not talking
comparing
about
the
Tua,
two,
David.
Y'all taking it out of context.
No, we're not
He's
talking
saying
about
he
Tua.
hates that.
Tua to Dan
Y'all are
Marino.
saying I'm talking about Dan Marino. I can give two fucks about Tua right now.
Yeah, we're
Swear
talking about
jar.
Marino.
Swear
Yeah.
jar.
You got me.
But that's what Pete was saying.
You're taking
Yeah,
it
but
out of
Pete says
context.
ridiculous things. Forget what Pete said.
He would
All right,
have loved
hey,
to win a
ladies and
Super Bowl.
gentlemen, for
That
the
does not
first
mean
time
he didn't
ever,
like his career.
somebody's been saved. Pete, you're back in. Somebody paid 20. MCJB paid $20 for you to come back in.
MCJB, you saved my life, man. I was backstage holding my breath. Oh
Pete
man,
was in
that
the
guy's the
gulag.
truth, man. I love you,
Look at Pete.
MCJB.
Look at Pete. Look at Pete. Look at Pete.
Hey, let it be known. We're not. I don't care what Pete brings up. We're not comparing Tua to Marino. That's ridiculous. We're not going to sit here and
But
do
that's
that.
what he wants. That's what Pete wants is Tua to be
the feeling
Marino.
you get on game day of having a chance. Do you
He
have
would
that?
rather Tua have a Dan Marino career than win a Super Bowl, is what Pete is saying.
Yeah, I know
exactly.
that's
Yeah. I agree with that. That's what I was going to say,
Which-
David. Like,
Is it rare
like,
to have, like,
I don't know.
I want to have
I'm
both,
sure
but
every
it's hard.
player will love a Dan Marino career, but give me as a fan, I want a ring.
Can somebody
I
correct
can
me if I'm
care
wrong,
about the
please?
player.
Can somebody correct me if I'm wrong, please? And before we deflect the question, most of those records that Dan Marino broke, and we're talking about yards, touchdowns, you name it, regular season record, haven't most of those records been broken already by Peyton Manning and Brady?
Batman, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Can I rebuttal that, Batman? Can I?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. The problem is Marino played 13 years and Brady's going into 22 and
Right,
Breeze
that's true.
played
That's
21.
like
Tom
LeBron
Brady's
and
like
Kareem.
75 years old and still
Lewis
playing, right?
and Lewis, Brady's playing in this era. Imagine
And
Marino
this era,
playing in this era.
Pete,
No,
Pete, listen,
yeah,
Pete,
we
I'm gonna
agree.
tell you, Pete, I'm gonna tell you right now. And Marino came out and said this, I believe, on the Dan Patrick show when Dan Patrick when he's in the Super Bowl areas for that week. Dan Marino came out and flat out said, if I played in this area, I throw for 7,000 yards. He said it out
I
his
believe
mouth.
it. I believe it.
I do not deny that
I don't doubt that.
1,000%.
It does. Pete's got 10-minute protection from the $10 things, and it started with the last thing. So till 12:02. So Pete can't get kicked out again until 12:12.
Leave Pete alone,
Holy,
man. He's a good dude, man. Leave Pete alone,
man, kick me out, man.
You got 8 minutes, man, to say what you got to say. You got 8 minutes.
Let him.
We're all gonna be quiet. Go ahead,
my
Pete.
my mom always told me, in this house we don't have hair on our tongues. We got to speak our minds.
I will say somebody could spend $50 to ban Pete for the rest of the day, but that that's neither here or there.
Stop saying that. Why you always reminding people how to ban me? This time you don't like me.
Why do you gotta get sexual,
love.
man? Why do you gotta get sexual on the show in the morning, man?
Now, see, Steven, I'm trying to cement my image as the shit stirrer around here, and you're trying to take it.
Not me. Not I, swear jar.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Man, Steven's going to turn into level 2 instigator. That's what he's going to turn into, Steven.
Level 2 instigator? No way. Not I.
Steven, you need to talk to Karen and HR about Pete.
Hey,
Look,
Pete,
Man,
listen,
we should
Pete.
tell Marino to put on some pads, man.
Facts. Talk to him,
Right
Pete.
now
Talk
with
to him.
this roster.
Talk
Right
to him.
now, hey Marino, let's go, buddy. Put the pads on. This is the team. We don't need much. We don't need much from you. If we can win with Tua, we could win with 50-year-old Dan Marino. I believe.
Hey, you know what? Cowboys fans are saying the same thing to Troy Aikman right now.
Bro, ain't no way
Legends
Marino's
never
50
die.
years old, man. Ain't no way Marino's 50, but Brady's like 47.
Marino's in his
Ain't no way.
60s.
Ain't no way Marino's 50 and Brady's like 47.
To Pete's point though, I'll still take a 63, 64-year-old Marino right now. I don't know about you. That man was never able to run.
I will take it over Skyler. I will take it over Skyler.
Come on, hey Batman, leave my man Skyler alone. You know how I feel about Skyler.
Nah, Skyler's gonna be good. I like Skyler.
I think this is the roster that Marino could get a Super Bowl with, man. We should beg for it right now.
Yeah, but we don't got the offensive line though.
What do you mean, Teron Armstead?
We don't
Connor
want
Williams
Marino.
at
We don't want
center?
Marino to get in there and get hit one time.
Bro, Batman, we got Connor Williams at center, dude.
That's fine. That's fine. But if Marino gets hit one time, he's going in a wheelchair. He's going in a wheelchair.
Too funny.
Do you guys feel inspired on game day that we have a chance to win no matter what?
Yes, sir. Who said that? Who said that? Yes, sir.
Triple
S
podcast does, yeah.
Every time, absolutely.
What about when we play Buffalo?
It's called Any Given Sunday.
Listen, I got confident we're gonna go 2-1 against Buffalo this season. The record's gonna be 2-1.
So you got us beating them in the playoffs as well, but
yes, sir.
Batman?
We're winning that first game. We're winning that first game 3, and then we're gonna lose towards the end of the season, and then we're gonna smack them in the mouth in the playoffs.
That's what I said last year.
Pete, your boy MCJB's on the panel. The guy who freed you.
Oh, MC, we're gonna make a hit song together, buddy.
What's going on, y'all doing all
right? Hey,
MCJB.
MCJB said if anybody tries to ban Pete for $50 today, he said he's going to spend $100 to free him for the rest of the day.
Steven be trying to start.
MCJB froze. MCJB froze. MCJB's frozen. He look like Luke Skywalker.
Luke, I am your father.
Who frozen?
MCJB, you're frozen.
I'm not frozen.
You're driving.
Hey,
what you got for us, MC? Hit us with a little freestyle something. I know you got something for us, baby. How's your day?
I like that diving board action you did yesterday.
You saw it finally?
Yeah, I saw it 4 times. I wanted to share it, but I'm not going to do that.
Your belly flap, bro.
Bro, the first one was better than the second one, but I didn't get it. I'm mad. I'm about to do another one. $200 this time.
You got to pull over and do it right now. Pull over and do it right now.
I'm not even home right now. I'm in the grass. I'm in the street.
That's what I'm saying. Pull over next to a lake.
You got a belly flap in the street.
I don't live in Florida. Yeah, you're funny. It's hot. It's too hot to be. It's too hot to be even in the asphalt, in the turf, or not the turf, the asphalt.
MCJB, if you were a real fan, you would do it. You would do it, MCJB.
You gotta get that Florida mentality, MCJB. You always gotta get a pair
somebody
of
need to kick Steven off the panel.
Yeah, $10 to kick Steven off the panel.
Ain't nobody gonna do that. Ain't nobody gonna kick me off my panel for.
I'll do it.
Trent. Y'all ain't know that Steven ain't been here for the last 30 minutes.
Guys, we are the people.
Hey, MCJB, you gotta get used to this Florida weather when you come down in August, man. You always gotta have a pair of shorts. You always gotta have a pair of shorts in your car, no matter what goes down. Whether for basketball, whether for the beach, whether for the lake, whatever it is, you always gotta have a pair of shorts in your truck.
You got
shorts and chicletas.
You gotta stay on deck.
Oh no! So you saying no jeans?
No jeans.
Well, listen, you could wear little blue short jeans. You could do it.
The one that John Cena. John Cena.
They only
wear
jorts in Gainesville now. Y'all need to leave that up there.
Y'all talking about what John Cena used to wear?
Yeah, bro.
John Cena could pull it off because he looks like John Cena though.
Yeah, I think MCJB could pull it off. I think
Talk your tongue, Lewis.
MCJB could pull off that John Travolta.
I said you won't go do nothing, John. I said it. Ain't nobody gonna ban me from my channel.
Wants that smoke.
I need to be banned too.
Gotta
ban me.
Look, as soon as Steven even thinks about closing the show, just time him out. and continue timing them out and let this show roll. It's Friday, baby. We about to go.
Hey, Pete be having some good takes, man.
Yes,
Hey, for the
sir.
first
Pete be
time,
having some good takes, bro.
first time in NFL history, Pete has a great take. Not extending the show because Steven got a lot of things to do after. But as far as
Batman, and when it's not about football and my take is great, I still haven't had a good football take. Huh, Batman?
Yeah, let me ask you another question. A good case scenario question. So let's say this year, Tua balls out, plays like a number 5 overall pick. Everybody's happy. We make it to the playoffs and we
normally not, but I'll take it.
Hold on, Steven. If we ban you, you can't touch the computer.
No, I can touch the computer, but I can't say nothing.
No. If you're banned, you have to be away. We just found a glitch, guys. This is like Grand Theft Auto cheat code.
Listen to me. Somebody can pay $100 to bring me back. I'm just saying.
Hey, Triple S.
Nobody gonna do that.
Hey, Triple S. I think that was you that was asking the question. So before you keep going, what in your opinion though? Like, let me know or let everybody know what is when you say Tua's balling out. Like, put it in numbers wise. What is balling out to you?
See, I hate doing that because I don't think it. To me, the numbers can fool you in a sense. I agree. I test. I think
that's why I asked you.
When I say Tua balls out, I would say more than 60% of the fan base is saying, okay, yeah, this is our guy. He passed the eye test. He's part of the reason we're winning. We're not winning in spite of him or not really because of him. He's actually contributing to win. He's playing well.
Oh my
He's
goodness.
not doing stupid turnovers too much. And he looks like a guy that we can build with and continue forward with. That's what I mean when I say Tua balls.
So what you're saying is the eye test that you have is more important than the eye test that the NFL people have.
Hey guys, I gotta jump off. But
so your eye test is better, but their eye test is no good.
I know, CJB.
No, he
never said that.
Hey, have a blessed weekend, MC.
You too,
All right, MCJB. All right,
later.
I'm saying.
Y'all take care.
Okay, hold on. Let me say the question from the start before anyone jumps down my throat. I'm not saying I'm a better NFL evaluator. Clearly, I'm not. I don't have a job in the NFL. If I did, I'd have a job in the NFL. I don't. But I'm saying if Tua balls out to the point where most of the fan base, above 50, above 60%, passes their eye test, and I'm just saying my eye test.
John Ruiz just hit me on Cash App for $10 for me to go for 10 minutes. So
beautiful.
Somebody needs to host for 10 minutes.
Pete, put Pete in charge.
I got you. All right, let me finish this question real quick. So 60% of the fan base or more, he passes their eye test. We're all happy. We make it to the playoffs and we win one playoff game, then we get bounced. So pretty successful season. What would you guys say we do with our 2 first-round picks next year? What would you think would be the places we should aim at? And maybe one free agent.
Could I go first? I said, look,
go ahead,
I would try to bring in cornerback early. Whether it's we need to look at the future. We got to look replacements for X and Byron. Byron can be cut next year for $4 million cap hit, so it ain't bad. And then I would like to trade the other first rounder to move into the next 2024 first, so we could be trading down, man. It's a good thing. Now, especially if that San Francisco pick for whatever reason, if they do horrible this year for some miracle, they don't do as good as we expect them to be, and they do bad, that's a great pick to trade, man. We could even get maybe a third and a first in 2024.
Well, I think that's also an impossible question to answer because it would depend on how the season played out. I mean, if the season plays out and you see that you need help at the linebackers, or you see that you need help in the corner position, or if you see that you need help in the running back, I mean, it depends on how the season plays out.
Now, I will say this: I really like Bijan Robinson. That's the best prospect I've ever seen in the last 7 years. It's probably the best prospect I've ever seen. Being honest with you.
Perfect example. I didn't think I'd be going into this offseason thinking we needed corners, but we had so many injuries at corner last year that they just had to.
Yeah. Hey guys, I gotta go back to work. You guys have an awesome Friday day. All right.
All right, David.
Later.
I mean, look at them. They were so thin at corner, they had to pick up Richard Sherman out of free agency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think line, corner are good options, but like you said, you kind of have to see how the season goes. But corner for sure, regardless how the season goes, I think you kind of know you're going to need at least one guy, and then I think maybe a right tackle potentially, maybe a guard.
Yep.
Now I think it's me personally. I think it's smart if you're drafting. Say you have a good season, okay, they lose a close game in the divisional round, but overall the team looks good. To me, if you're just drafting for depth, it's the trenches is the first place I go to. That's just my opinion on it.
100%.
So the question was, if we don't make the playoffs, what do we do next season?
No. I said if we make the playoffs, if we make the playoffs, we win one game. Tua plays very well to the point where over 60% of the fan base thinks this is our guy. He passes our eye test. Let's move forward with him. Where do you think we should direct our attention with the 2 first-round picks and maybe one free agent area or something like that? Where do you think we should focus on with the team? But Batman made a good point. It's like you don't really know how the season's going to go based off my question. And how the season goes might determine where you go with those first-round picks. So it's kind of a hard question.
No, that was Slim Shady. I'm not taking credit for that.
Okay, my bad. Slim Shady made that good point.
Yeah, that's a tough question because if you're winning games and you win a playoff game with Tua and he's playing well, you continue to build around that. You really have to.
The question was where, but like I said, it's hard to answer.
Like what position? Like what position would you look at, Pete, with those picks?
Oh my God! With those picks next year, offensive line, running offense, it has to be offense because the reason why we probably didn't win that game in the playoffs was because our offense let us down and they didn't score enough points. That's just the way I'm going to look at it right now. We have to score points. That's what our offense is going to do. I don't want this team to be a defense-led team. I don't want the narrative on Sunday at 12:45 p.m. before the game starts and all they could talk about is Xavier Howard and Byron Jones, how those two are going to contain the opposite quarterback and they're not bringing our offense to light. The reason we're winning is because of the defense. I'm tired of that title. We've held on to that title for so long. It's already getting. I'm not even invited. I don't even want to be invited to that party. I want a productive offense that puts up points and looks like it could play against any offense or any defense. Because at some point, when your offense is really good, what defense, even if it's so great, it doesn't matter. Because that's what a good offense is built for. To beat a good defense.
And
that
the
doesn't
piggyback
entirely hold true though.
And the piggyback on kind of like what everybody said, if it was me, if Tua is going to be our franchise quarterback moving forward and we're going to build around him, I'm always a defensive guy, but I'm kind of with Pete, but it's not even so much with weapons because I think we'll be fine. I keep hearing we need Alabama Tua. If he balls out and we eat like good season or not, but if he balls out and we're going to build around Tua, my first 2 round picks, I'm going offensive line. I can find a corner later in the draft. I can, if everybody wants the Alabama Tua, then I'm going offensive. That's just me, both picks.
Yeah.
Unless
there's time on time to find our weapons.
Yeah, you can always find weapons. Look, no one thought we were going to get Tyreek Hill. We pulled that off. Cedric Wilson, I think, is a good piece. So weapons, we're fine for the next couple of years. If it was me, and like I said, we're building around Tua, I'm creating an offensive line to where, listen, I know I got Terron Armstead for at least 3 years. Hopefully, if I draft 2 offensive linemen, Terron Armstead, after his playing career, I tell him, hey, you finish out your career as a coach here in Miami. Keep him as an offense. I mean, that's what he's basically doing now in the OTAs. He's not on the field. He's basically teaching the O-line. That's what my plan would be. If I'm building around Tua, I'm solidifying this offensive line, and I can figure everything out else later. If I can keep Tua, if everybody's telling me that Tua is a franchise guy, then I need to keep my franchise guy upright. And the best way you do that is in the trenches. You win football games on the offensive line and defensive line. We can all agree. Weapons are good, but the offensive defensive line is the trenches is where you win football games. So again, my opinion, I go get me 2 offensive linemen and say let's ride. I'm going to create a wall in front of this guy.
I think you may have misheard me earlier, Lewis. I was saying when you said the O-line thing, I was saying, yeah, for sure, give him more time to find our weapons. I wasn't saying to find weapons with the first round.
Right. No, I got you. Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
But I'm just saying that would be my opinion, though. I would go offensive line heavy, create a wall in front of Tua, and tell him, hey, yeah, this is what you need. Let's get it done.
Well, we got to remember, though, Lewis, next year we got 2 first-round draft picks, right? If we win 1 playoff game, our draft pick is going to be around the 28, 27 pick. We don't know what the other team is going to do.
Yeah, that's
maybe
true. That's true.
Maybe we can draft a lineman with that first pick if it's high enough to get a really good player. But at this point, we're in position, literally. This team is fully built, top to bottom, at least the all 22. They're already started. We're in position to literally sit back in the draft, evaluate the players, and check on the board. Who is the best player available?
Yeah.
Has everybody gotten around? Has everybody gotten around to answer the question?
There's to me, there's still areas of concern.
Yeah, I think everybody went.
How do you guys feel about this guy, Bijan Robinson, the running back from Texas?
He's a monster.
Stud.
And
I spoke about Bijan Robinson last year. It's the best running back right now coming out of college.
He's a monster.
I really like that guy, man. One of those players that we wish he was on our roster and we don't have. It's Najee Harris, in my opinion. But I don't blame the Dolphins with the route they went because obviously I think, Jaden Phillips' ceiling is much higher. But, being fair, I do like that stud running back that I want Tua to grow with. Not saying that he might not even be on the roster right now, but we don't know for sure yet. You know what I mean?
I mean,
now, you guys might not like what I said. Go ahead. Somebody was going to talk.
We aren't going to know anything for sure till the season's over. It's all projections right now. But getting a top flight running back would always be a big win. My big concern would be defensive tackles and depth so we can actually manage the run game on the defensive side because we ain't been good at that in a while.
Especially late in the game. I must agree. I think we have.
I'm back. Shut up, all you. You all suck, every last one of you.
Hang on, Steven.
You still got 16 seconds.
Steven, that was 9 minutes. Get back out.
Hey, and you know what?
You got 14 seconds left.
Hey, and you know what? I thought the show was running better without Steven. I didn't miss him at all.
Hey, and look.
Come
Slim
on,
Shady,
Steven. It's Spread Kindness Friday.
Slim Shady should know this because he had a Leonard Fournette over there in Tampa. And I keep saying this. I understand that the Dolphins don't want to do a 3-down back.
I'm back.
An all-around running back like that can go 3 downs and kill you, punish you. Listen, we all forget what Jay Ajayi did that last season with us before he got traded. And I always bring up this point. You build up a lead in this Miami Heat, and you start pounding the ball somebody's throat with a running back that can't be stopped, like a Leonard Fournette, like he did in the Super Bowl. When you have somebody like that in the South Florida Heat,
it's 12:25. I got to get out of here. So we're going to do final thoughts of the day real quick. I'm just we're going to abruptly end the show here. I want to remind you guys, donate to the channel. Tomorrow I'm going to do the giveaway for the Sam Madison jersey. Today's the last day and tomorrow.
Guys,
moving in. $10 gets you an entry. If you donate 50 or more, I triple your entries. So come on, donate to the channel. Help the channel grow. Let's go.
Can I say this? This is my final thoughts. This is my final thoughts real quick. And I appreciate you guys. All of you guys have a blessed day. Love all of you guys, every single last one of you. And I want to say this about that jersey, Steven. This is a really important jersey because, in my opinion, I think Sam Madison has a chance to be the next head coach of the Miami Dolphins. I'm just saying there's a chance. He's on the coaching tree. Coaches only go up from here.
He's already in talks to be a high-valued coach on this offense if things don't work out next year. I can't say too much.
That's what I'm going to say right there. To me, Sam Madison has a chance to be the head coach, and you guys have an opportunity to put in and get an autograph from Sam Madison, who's going to potentially be because you got to think about it. Why did they name this guy the pass game coordinator? This guy knows more than just corner. Blessed day to everybody. I hope I have you thinking.
All right, Pete. Hey, Steven, did my 20 count, or was it just for the shirt? My 20 didn't count, did it?
What?
The 20 for the shirt the other day?
Yes, it did. You're in.
Oh, okay. Steven, are you doing a show on Monday?
I'm not sure yet.
I mean, all right. Let me know if you are, because I wouldn't mind if you want to do some co-hosting, because I'm off on Monday.
Okay. All right. I'll hit you up this weekend. I know I'm going to do a little bit. I'm going to do a mini show tomorrow for the giveaway. So
awesome. Hey guys, everybody I'll be there. Everybody have a blessed day. Spread kindness. Do something special for somebody, whether it's, buying them a pack of gum at the gas station, getting somebody a sandwich at Publix. You know what I mean? Everybody have a blessed day.
Hey, Batman,
Love you, brother.
Batman,
Be good.
Hey, Batman, before you go, I don't appreciate you and Gio's comment in the chat saying that my lightning sucked, man.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. That was Gio. That was Gio.
That was me, Luis.
That wasn't me.
That is. You know what? Never mind, Batman. All love, Steven.
Y'all were missing me in the chat because I was talking trash about everybody. I said Slim Shady Canes, more like B Rabbit Canes. I said Triple S podcast, more like Triple No podcast. What else I say? I said Luis Tampa Lightning suck, and so do you.
I seen it.
I was all up in the chat. I said Batman sucks, Superman rules. That is all.
Wow.
Now see, why you trash?
I said, Rashad, why you come up here with these sorry takes? You should take your takes and go elsewhere. Horrible takes.
You notice Steven trash talk everybody, but who actually put his ass in timeout?
That's true.
Right.
Who put him in timeout?
Cruz.
Who
Cruz
put him in
put me in
timeout?
timeout. Cruz.
Oh.
Cruz.
All right, guys. Everybody, for real, have a blessed day, man. Have a beautiful weekend. Be safe out there. All right, guys. Much love.
All right, Batman. Be easy.
All right, come on, guys. We got to hurry up. We got quick takes here. Final thoughts of the day. Quickly.
Yeah, I'm out. Hey, I'm out. Love you guys. Let's go, Lightning.
Hey, Luis, do you owe money to the swear jar? I think
do
you
not,
owe
Steven.
a couple dollars to the swear jar, Luis.
Steven, I only cuss on your show at nighttime, buddy. You know that.
That's true. I was just trying. That's true. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Love
You,
you,
brother.
guys.
Be good.
Love you. Be easy.
Karen from HR said you're not sure, Stephen. We've discussed this previously. Right now, we aren't currently approving requests for time off due to staffing issues. We expect you here Monday morning, bright and early. God.
All
right. Go ahead, Rob.
Steven, your trash talking needs some work. It's not good enough.
I thought it was great. I thought it was awesome. Cap for Life said the trash talk is strong with this one.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
If you're talking preschool, maybe.
The chat is strong in Stephen D. Okay, bro. Okay.
But
Bobby.
Other than that, I'll have one.
Steven, don't make me come after you like I did Von Joe yesterday.
I don't want no problems, cuz. No problem. Come on, hurry up. Let's go.
All right, I'm going to just say my last little piece, yo. Appreciate you for having me
out of here, Robert.
Steven. It's been a great morning. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Have a great weekend, man. And we'll see you on the next panel.
See you later, Triple S podcast. All right, Slim Shady Canes.
It was fun as always. Y'all keep an eye out on these truckers on the road. Some of them are all right.
Oh, Batman owes to the swear jar. Batman, if you're listening, you owe to the swear jar. He owes to the swear jar. Okay. Does he owe like $4? $3 or $4? He owes to the swear jar. Slim Shady Canes, you owe $100. Love
but
you,
I
brother.
paid for the can we take off the belly flop I paid for?
Okay, $60 it is.
All right, boss, I got you.
Be good, man. Rashad, final thought of the day. Take yourself off mute, Rashad.
Final thought of the day. I want to say you guys are welcome for me holding the show together with my great takes today. Without me, where would the show have been today? I don't know, but yeah.
Better would have been better.
It's possible, but yeah. Besides that, everybody have a blessed weekend. Ends up, of course.
Love you, brother. Be good, man.
Love you too.
Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami Fan Morning Show, Clock Blockers. We had a show today. I don't know if y'all know this. Guys, donate to the channel. Today is Friday. Anybody donates $50 right now. You donate $50 or more right now, I will triple your entries into the Sam Madison giveaway. Donate $50 or more right now, I will triple your entries into the Sam Madison giveaway. And I'll do you one better. If, copy, y'all do it in Cash App or PayPal, I'm just saying I'll still triple it. I'll still triple it. Okay. Rashad had, what did Rashad, TaylorMade said, Rashad had some of his shows in worst takes ever, and Pete and Alex are allowed to have opinions. I know, it's crazy, TaylorMade. Crazy. Okay. I love y'all. Let's go. Donate to the channel. Help the channel grow. I love y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow. I'm going to come on for a little bit tomorrow. It will be good. It'll be good tomorrow. I promise. I got people texting me out the wazoo. Where are you at? Are you coming? 10 minutes of Keith Sweat coming up. Peace, us. Rashad. I know. 10 minutes of Keith Sweat coming up. That's a pretty good one. All right. Anybody going to donate? Anybody? Real quick. Final donations. Anybody donates right now in the last 60 seconds, I'll no matter the amount. Last 60 seconds. What time? However much you donate is how many entries you'll get in per dollar. Last 60 seconds. Last 60 seconds, however much you donate per dollar for dollar, get in. If you donate $100, that's 100 entries. Actually, anything over 50 is triple. So if you donate $50, that's 150 entries. Real quick, 60 seconds. Anybody doing it? Anybody taking me up on that offer? Anybody? What time tomorrow? I'm not sure yet. Sometime in the morning, John. All right, I give you all a chance. All right, I love you all. Y'all the best fans in the world. I will see y'all tomorrow. I'm just going to come on briefly. I don't know what time or whatever. It'll be sometime during the morning or midday. Just be on the lookout for an alert, and I will do a little mini, thing, allow people to donate to the channel to get in, and we'll go from there. All right. I love you all. You're all the best fans in the world. This is the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. Right? And this is the #1 Miami fan morning show, Clap Blackers. Love you all.